Sunday fun day in full effect. I know Comatron is psyched. Oh yeah, there we go. What is up, everyone? Today's gonna be a crazy stream. I'm not even sure if I'm ready for it. It's gonna be bananas. We got some new games from Revision to play. We got a little Iridium 2 to play, because it is the game that inspired the Amiga community to come together and make their own game. Today we're gonna play a little Iridium, made by some key members of the Amiga community. It's a game that's gonna be on PC and Switch. It's gonna be amazing. Spongehorn, what's up? Razor XG, DasCon Music is here. Invent71 is in the chat and he's gonna be on the stream later. What's up, Bobby Zeal? Air Yuri in the hot tub in the chat. It is awesome to have everyone here. Yo, Silverstreak72, thank you for the beer, my man. Only Amiga makes it possible in the chat. DM Test is here. Good test, good test. Amiga Passion is here. What's up, Amiga Passion? Modern Vintage Gamer, MVG. He's modern, but he's also vintage, and he's a gamer. 29 months of subs. That is legend. Legend, MVG. Thank you so much for the support, man. I appreciate it. Oh man, we are ready for this. Captain John Archer is on the bridge. Brother Bill is also on the bridge, getting ready to mod with the captain. Fishbot is here. Poetic Android is here. This is gonna be crazy, guys. It's gonna be, yo, Poetic Android. 1 year of subs, Poetic Android. Thank you so much for the support, Poetic. That is just awesome. Fred Seda, Lemon Amiga here. I don't know if we know it, but Amiga rocks. Ninja DNA, what is up? 10 Mark is here. It's Sunday, Amiga Bill time. Thank you, 10 Mark. It's great to have you here. DasCon playing the music, loving the music. Playavelli, what is up, my man? Malik01. SR Breaker, your son's gonna love it. Ilhas, what's up? I tell you what, guys. Last week was Revision. I'm still feeling the Revision vibes, so let's play an Amiga intro. Second place Amiga intro. This is Columbia by Lemon. Amiga. Oh yeah, that was amazing. I hope you all enjoyed Revision last year. What is up, everyone? Sunday Fun Day. Welcome to the stream. This is bananas, man. This is crazy. It's crazy. We got a really busy day. Moloch01, what's up? Yo, SR Baker. SR Baker is watching for the first time with his son. What is up, Raymond in Sweden? Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy it. This is Bill from New York. Hello, Sweden. It's awesome to have you here. So the plan for today, guys, is crazy, right? So we're gonna start off playing some games that came out. They came out last weekend at Revision, so I'm gonna check out some of those games. There's some other new demos and games that came out this week. I'm gonna try and get to those. Then we'll try and play some Uridium 2. It's like so much to do. And then after I play Uridium 2, we're gonna play a new game that's coming out for PC and Nintendo Switch called Iridium, and it's made all by Amiga community members. They were inspired by Iridium 2, and now they're bringing the game to the PC and the Switch. It's gonna be super exciting. Reason why normally I would start the stream with them, you know what I mean? I would start the stream because it's so much easier to do it that way. But two of them are in Australia, and it's like 2 a.m. in Australia right now. So we got about 3 a.m. So we're gonna give them like a little bit of time to wake up. So we got about an hour and a half of new Amiga games. We're gonna play Amiga games for about an hour and a half. And then we're going to get the guys on, and we're going to play the new game, Iridium, which is awesome. We're going to have James, the coder, on. We're going to have Invent on, who did all the graphics. He's an amazing graphic artist. He did Reshooter as well, and lots of other stuff. We're going to have Akira on. Akira did all the music for the game. Akira, you know, legendary moderator at English Amiga Board, and creator of the PT1210 DJ software. And we got Dan on, also from Australia, who's doing the port to Nintendo Switch. And Dan is also working on a new Amiga game called Boss Machine, so it's gonna be awesome. What is up, everyone? Again, and huge thanks to Poetic Android for the sub. Poetic Android, thank you so much for the sub. Modern Vintage Gamer, thank you for the sub. 29 months, that's crazy. I'd also like to give a big shout out to Tommy Pedersen and Maya, who gave me a little tip during the week. I appreciate that support very much. It means the world to me, especially now during these crazy times when we're not allowed to work, man. We're not allowed to work in the film biz. It's crazy. So those little donations really help. If you want to help buy me a little bit of beer, you can do. I forgot. It's my I forgot how to do it. Tip. I think it's exclamation mark tip. I think that worked. We'll see. But anyway, thank you everyone for that. Ninja DNA, what is up? Dome Dags, what's up, Dome Dags? Chesh, Xbarry PL, Fakener, what is up? Oh, Fishbot's here. What's up, my man? That's your son's first demo, SR Baker? Oh, well, it's a good one. It's a really good one to start with. Baltoth, what is up, Baltoth? Great to see you. Toa Fogman's here. Invent71 in the chat and in Australia. Oh, man. Dan Lemon, what is up, Dan Lemon? What was horribly cropped, Dan Lemon? Oh, the demo? Dude, it's a 16:9 demo, so I wanted to fill the 16:9 screen. Silver Streak, what is up? Moloch, what is up? So wait, Dan, I think Dan, maybe you made that demo? If you did, if you don't like the cropping, let me know, but I thought it was designed to play in 16:9, so I played it in 16:9. Curious aspect, yeah, 16:9. A lot of the new demos play in 16:9. Yo, what's up, Amiga 1200 Gamer? 16:9 is silly, it's not retro. It's definitely a 16:9 demo. Yeah, exactly, Dan. 16:9 will fill the screen at Revision Party. I broadcast in 16:9, so like what you're seeing right now is a 16:9 aspect ratio. And that aspect ratio, it actually didn't quite, it was almost like a 17:9 aspect ratio, like 4096 by 2160. What's up, Nebula Design? How's it going? Nebula Design is the is the company that's making Iridium. Hey, what's up, Maya? Again, thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate that. Shadazar, what is up? Biffy 2002, thank you so much for the follow. 48K of RAM with the 99 bits. Thank you so much. I appreciate those bits so very much. It is just awesome to have everyone here today. Andy Amiga 7, what is up, buddy? Great to see you. Exactly, 10 mark. Good one, my man. Good one. Oh man. Crocs Ultima was up. Sorry if I missed anyone. If anyone typed in the chat and I missed it, just do. Richmond Mike is here. What is up, Richmond Mike? How's it going, buddy? Spinto777, Shadazar. Thanks to everyone for being here today. Obraxis with the beer. Obraxis. Also, yeah, huge thanks to Obraxis of the Retro Bench and Amiga Live for gifting like a crazy amount of subs last stream. That was just amazing. Thank you guys so much. Cracks, it's been a while. Yeah, totally. Thank you. Invent71's in the chat. Invent, I thought you'd be sleeping right now. I purposely waited. I'm waiting an hour and a half to have you on, so you can get some sleep. Take a little nappy nap before you come on the stream, Invent. Oh man, I need a drink of water, and then we're gonna start. We gotta get started real quick because we got so much to do. Like, there's literally 5 games to play before Iridium, before the big interview. So I may not get to all of them. If I don't get to all of them, maybe I'll do a bonus stream during the week. We'll see. I need some water. Wow. You want the same shirt? Oh, hit 10 mark. Yeah, you know you want the shirt. This is a good shirt. I forgot where I got it. Razor, you got an awesome drum and bass mod collection this week from DJ Ness. That's what we're listening to right now, actually. Yo, tickets to here, you know it's Amiga time. K Indiana, love it. Poetic Android, sending out some Amiga love, I love it. Bacon here, there are rumors of a mini Amiga floating around, but that's a very complicated issue. It's a very complicated issue, unfortunately. Drop Punk is here, what is up? Yeah, it's Razor, it's an awesome drum and bass anthology, agreed. Alright, so let's get into this. Let me see what's first up in the Amiga news. Oh, that's me, that's crazy. That's crazy weird. Alright, so being that revision was last week, let me pull this up first. This is some pretty good news that my man Slayback sent over in my Discord channel. What's up, Amiga J? Great to see you. It's a breakthrough of digital culture. Finland accepts the demo scene on its national UNESCO list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity. This is really, really, really great news. I mean, the demo scene is just so inspiring for me. It's like one of my favorite things to do as an Amiga user and as a PC user as well. It is to me, it's like the ultimate. It's the ultimate piece of art, man. It's got music. It's got beautiful artwork, and it's got amazing, technical achievements. And Finland became the forerunner of understanding and accepting digital culture in general, and the demo scene in particular, as a cultural heritage. Right before the Easter weekend, the Finnish Heritage Agency announced that the Ministry of Education and Culture listed the demo scene on proposals from the National Board of Antiques and the Intangible Cultural Heritage Expert Group as a national culture heritage of humanity, together with 11 other cultural practices. So that is super, super, super rad. So the demo scene is legit now in Finland. Demo scene is legit in Finland right now. I'm gonna throw this link into the chat. You all can check it out. Go Finland. I know Air Yuri and Air Yuri and his team are here. My man. There's the link about the demo scene. That is mad respect. Agreed. The demo scene inspires us all. Agreed. Yeah, there have been hints about a mini Amiga, but it's very complicated. Demo scene is really big over there in Sweden. Oh, it's really not that big here, SR Baker, but it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger. We got like 3 demo parties here in the States. We got one in Boston, one in Pennsylvania, and one in New York. That's not a train. It's called Synchrony. It starts in New York and ends up in Montreal. It's pretty rad. So it's growing. We got we got the demo party at MagFest too in Washington DC, which is awesome. Yeah, 10 mark. We got MagFest demo party, which I go to every year. We've got Pennsylvania, the one at Carnegie Mellon University that Inverse Phase runs. The name is escaping me at the moment, and it's Demo Splash. It's called Demo Splash. There's another demo party up in Boston. That name is escaping me, and then Synchrony starts in New York and ends in Montreal. So it's pretty rad. I just can't think of the one in Boston, 48K RAM. So that is really, really good news. Let me see what else is going on here. So here's the deal. There have been a bunch of new games that came out. We got SVL CVSS. It's a shooter work in progress. We got Swedron, which is like it's like a Boulder Dash clone. So instead of like doing the news on one gulp, I'm gonna like do a little bit of news and then play those games. Okay, so that's pretty cool. We do have demo creators, 10 mark. Of course we do. Most of the creators do come from Europe though, and they exhibit here. But yeah, there's tons of demo creators here, dude. You gotta come to New York, Tenmark. We got baby castles, man. There lots of people are doing demos of baby castles. At Party, that's it. That's the one. 48K RAM. Thank you. That's the one in Boston. Captain John is a guy. Great question. Do I know about the start of the Arcadia Kickstarter? It was supposed to start this week, Captain John. But there are a few, like, there's some stuff happening behind the scenes with it. So it's not, hasn't dropped yet. It'll be dropping soon. As soon as it does drop, I'll be all over it. I'll be all over it. SR Baker, I don't know of a CD of demos that you could just leave running on your CD TV. It's a great question. That's the tricky thing with demos. Demos, a lot of demos all demos I've played, they need manual implementation. You can't just put it on a loop like you can a mod file, you know. Baby Castles is a collective group of artists, and they make independent arcade games, and they have big events every year, every month in New York. I was an exhibitor at Baby Castles last year at this time. I showed some D-Paint magic. They're like an art collective here in New York City, and they run the demo party called Synchrony that starts in New York and goes up to Montreal. Hey, Amiga J, my pleasure. Yeah, everything is good here. You know, it stinks not being able to work. I cannot wait. I'm dying to work, man. I can't wait to work again. But these streams are a lot of fun, and they bring me a lot of joy, and I appreciate everyone being here. This music is rad, right, Sponge? I love it. Turn it up a little bit. So, being that we have so many games to play before the main event, I'm gonna get into it right away, and we'll do the news as I play each game. But first, I'm going to I'm gonna stick to the plan. I'm gonna play the games that came out at Revision. Two really fun games came out. So I'm gonna start up with one called Fred's Journey, and you know what I should do? I should pull up a little information about it. I'll give you guys a little bit of that too, so you can see what's playing. Yo, Acmafin, what's up, my man? I just did a news article about Finland. Great job, Finland. Yeah, they do work with Composer's Ticket. Of course they do. Baby Castles is awesome. Let me drop a link to Baby Castles in the chat. They also stream here on Twitch. They're awesome. I love Baby Castles. Really, really nice people. If you look at any of my pictures from MagFest, you can see their work. That's Baby Castle's website right there. I need some more water. You love Fred's Journey, Dome Dags? I'm gonna play it right now. Let me pull up the website about it. I like to give you guys a little bit of information before I play the game. Amiga intro, video. I should have this ready. Games. Here we go. Fred's Journey. So it came in second place. I can turn my camera on over here. So Fred's Journey is by Cosmos Design, and Retro Guru has made some other amazing games for the Amiga. It came in second place last week at Revision. You can download it here, so I'm going to drop the link into the chat where you can download Fred's Journey, and we're going to play it right now. And the music fades out like just in time. So I'm gonna try and play 5 games. Good luck before before the big interview with the guys from Iridium. All right, here we go. Fred's Journey. Let's go to my stream folder. Thanks everyone for hanging out today. I'm all frazzled today, man. I hope I don't seem too frazzled, but there's just a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, and I was trying to get ready for this stream. Also making a new YouTube video. I got a micro YouTube video that comes out in the Guru Meditation tomorrow. It's a micro video. If you want to check it out, you can subscribe to my Guru Meditation YouTube channel. Do it with my buddy Anthony over there. Yo, Amiga Live, what is up? Amiga Live, I said at the top of the stream, thank you again so much for all those gifted subs last week. That was super, super cool of you. All right, Fred's Journey. Fred's Journey, here we go. I love it. I love retro gurus. I love it. It's awesome. Oh, Sponge, dude, Cafe Del Mar, those take me way back. I used to listen to Cafe Del Mar CDs in Borders books. They used to have like a whole sample of all the different CDs, and I love the Cafe Del Mar micro video, like 190 by 120 resolution. That's hilarious, 10 mark. No, micros and really short. I tried to make it 4 minutes and 20 seconds, but I overshot it by 10 seconds. Oh man. That's awesome, Sponge. I'm good, Amiga Live. Thank you. Alright, so here we go. So you're this little dude, Fred, and you gotta pick up stuff along the way. You gotta pick up diamonds. A lot of Amiga games deal with diamonds, but you gotta watch out for these little enemies. Watch out for the mushrooms and watch out for the trees. You really gotta watch out for those mushrooms. You know what I mean? Oh, we got bananas. I like bananas. You know why I like bananas? Because they have no bones. We'll get this green apple. Nice. Oh, I bumped my head up there. Okay, cool. Got this. What is that? An eggplant? I'll get the eggplant, and I got that. I got another fruit. It looked a little bit like a butt. Oh, so maybe it's some kind of eggplant. I don't know. And it looks like a pear. That's hilarious, Denmark. You know, like when you make videos that are like good and in depth, it's really hard to make them 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Because you want to it takes a long time to go deep. Diamonds like Gianna Sisters, exactly, Amiga Live. Oh, you have 5 Amiga 500s and 4 600s in the garage, SR Breaker? Oh, dude, you gotta hook your son up. You gotta hook him up. I'll get him excited about Amiga games. I should play him like a best of, you know? So this game is a party game. It came out for revision. It came out last weekend, and it's fun, man. I like the copper sky back there. The color palette is quite nice, and it's fun to play, most importantly. Nice. Here we go. You know, I gotta set a timer because I need to stay to the schedule. I'm gonna die. Where's my clock? Timer. Clock. I need to keep myself honest here. Woo! That was tight. Let's go get some of these diamonds over here. Jump over this stump. Jump the stump. Jump the stump. Jump the mushrooms. I went old school today. Being that I'm going to be using an Xbox controller later to play Iridium, I went old school and I'm using my Waiko bat. And actually my man Akira, who's going to be on the stream later and who did the music for Iridium, fixed this Waiko bat for me. It's pretty rad. I found, there was some like rubber that dried out and I found some replacement rubber. And Akira's like, dude, I'll just fix it for you. I need a little project. And he did. It was awesome. Gianna Sisters engine, yeah. It's a really good looking game, totally. A best of would be great for the younger generation. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, SR Breaker. I'll try, I tried to squish them, and I don't think you can. Although those little mushroom guys, they're itching to be squished. See? Nah, see, you can't squish them. Can't squish them. Yo, Bud100, thank you for the follow, Bud100. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. I'm Bill. I stream Amiga stuff once a week here on Twitch. Maybe I'll start streaming a little bit more, but I try and stream every Sunday. And I stream old games, I stream new games, and one of my favorite things to do is to interview game developers, and that's what I'm going to be doing in about an hour from now. We're going to have the developers of a new game called Iridium on, and they're all Amiga guys. Iridium is a new game. It's a new game for the PC and for the Nintendo Switch, but it's all made by Amiga guys and inspired by Amiga games. Yo, PH Tolo, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that very, very much. I'm gonna play again. This is fun. So today, guys, I'm gonna whip through these games pretty quick because there are a lot of games to play, and I mean I could do a whole stream just on these new games, but we're just gonna get a little sample, just a little taste of these new games today. So I'll play each game for like 10, 20, 30, 40. I'll play each game for less than 10 minutes. I did a little math in my head there real quick. Some quick math. How old, your son's 15? Oh, nice. Itching for squitching? How old is your son, SR Baker? He asked if the guy at the taco? Yeah, I don't know what this lead character is. There's a cartoon character that he looks like. He almost looks like a Pinocchio in a way, right? I mean, not really, but I don't know. There's some character that he reminds me of a lot. That was terrible. That was terrible. Oh, Drop Punk, you worked for DICE for years. Those guys came from the Amiga days, Digital Illusions. Oh, nice, nice, dude. That is awesome, Drop Punk. I love DICE. I play DICE games. They're amazing. Yeah, energy is decreasing in upper left corner, Pred Zeta. You're correct. But when I eat food, like I just ate some bananas and my energy goes back up. You cannot jump on the enemies, Razor, no. You were in the Battlefield days? I mean, that was my main, that was the main DICE game I played. I still play Battlefield. I think the last one I played was Battlefield 1. I don't know if that's DICE or not. Battlefield's good stuff, man. Oh, you like that classic Amiga lead sample, Richmond Mike? Nice, dude. You can fire and shoot the enemies? Dome Dag says? How? I guess I don't have a weapon yet. I can't fire anything yet, Dome Dags. I guess I just didn't get a weapon yet. Cool music. I like, yeah, right? Oh, right, DICE does all the Frostbite stuff, yeah. Yo, Human Interact, what's up, buddy? I hope all is well. Did you stream last night, Alexander? I was so busy editing and doing all kinds of stuff. I was completely unplugged. Dome Dags, how do you shoot, man? How do you shoot? I can't shoot. The boxes are breakable? The movement in this game is pretty rad. Like, you can get into some pretty hairy situations here. Oh, the gray boxes are breakable. Nice. Give the fat taco character. Oh no, he's getting sick though. I need to get some food for him. So my health is going down. Oh boy. Look, I see his face. He's getting sick. I couldn't get down there in time. Sorry, buddy. Oh, nice, nice Human Interact. What documentary are you making? You know, it's a good question, Tenmark. He's asking if it supports 2 buttons. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I should plug in my monster joystick. That could be the problem. It's a documentary about VR in your game. Oh, Human Interact, man. I can't wait to see that, dude. I cannot wait to see that. Yo, what Rave Man, Phase 101. Greetings to Malta. We're 5 minutes in. I'll play one more quick round. I guess I should be using my 2-button joystick. I'm gonna play the defensive game. I'm going to the defensive route. I tried to go old school, you know. I want to go old school. This 2-button fancy schmancy stuff. Rats. Amiga had VR. What was the VR for the Amiga? Yo, Knee High Spy. What is up, buddy? Oh man, I'm playing terrible. Your game's awesome. I can't wait till your game comes out on Steam, Human Interact. I'm gonna grab it. Iridium, the game I'm gonna play in a little while, is on Steam. It's gonna be on Steam. The demo comes out on Monday. The old virtual, you know, I never played those. I played, I used like Mandela, but I never played the virtuality games. I was standing on the box with weapons. Do these boxes have weapons in them? Oh, there we go. It's a one button game. Good point though, Tenmark. Thanks, Dome Dags. Dome Dags for the win. Dome Dags, thank you for the tip. Got it, so you can smash these boxes. Shooting it makes this game a whole lot easier. There we go. Get a banana. Dude, I'll get this apple. Oh, we got a super diamond. Oh no, it's just a regular size diamond. Boom. Nice. The enemies are pretty rad. I love the big mushrooms. That's really cool. Knock, knock, here we come. Oh, they're double hits. It's time for revenge. Kill the mushrooms. Hopeful dreams. I would love to get into some of that virtuality stuff. That'd be awesome. Oh, Nebula Design works for Maelstrom these days, which were formed by 2 virtuality employees. That's pretty rad. Yo, Mindrax, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate that so much, Mindrax. Thank you so much for the support, bud. Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you here. Man, time flies. I gotta move on to the next game already. That was awesome. Fred's Journey. Good stuff. Good stuff, guys. That was really cool. That was Fred's Journey. It came out last weekend at Revision by Cosmos Designs and Retro Guru. I'll drop the link into the chat again. It's a free game. Boom. There you go. Yo, Hazemaker64, welcome to the stream, and thank you for the host, buddy. I hope all is well. Dome Dags, it plays really smooth. You're absolutely 100% right. It plays really smooth, and it's really easy to like navigate around around those enemies. All right, so next up in the Revision 2020 game compo is ZGR3D. R3D, you know, these guys are no stranger to me and the Amiga scene. They make the awesome game Bridge Strike. These guys make Bridge Strike and Tanks Fury. Awesome Amiga developers, and they teamed up. They have this new game that's out. It's awesome. This is it, ZGR3D by JMD, Juin, and Kyote 1222. JMD did the music. He also did the opening music to the Guru Meditation YouTube channel. So Giovanni Must Die is the man. Juin, I'm not sure, he did the code, and Kyote 1222 did the graphics. So we're gonna play this right now. Yo, Anthony Roberts, thank you so much for gifting the sub to Dome Dags. I appreciate that very, very much, Anthony. Thank you so much. Dome Dags rocks. Dome Dags, I'm sorry I missed your streams. I've been it's been busy. You just woke up, Hazemaker? Well, welcome. Welcome to the stream, and good morning. You're glad that it's HD installable, Amiga J. Their other games have been track loaders. Yeah, dude, Amiga J. So, what I did was, in order for both these games, they came as an ADF file. So, I just, popped in the ADF file in my emulator, and then I made my own directory and copied all the contents of the ADF file into the directory, and it worked. It worked. So this is ZGR3D. It's ZGR3D because R3D is the company. Boom, I'll throw the link into the chat so you can download another free game. Hey, what's up, Dadler TL? Great to see you. Bridge Strike rocks, dude. I love Bridge Strike. Yeah, it's free, and Bridge Strike is free right now. Good point. Good point. But I do like the physical edition. Let's get physical. All right, so let's fire it up. This one. Now, this game is pretty interesting. It's a whole twist on Tetris. I got reset my timer as well. Invent, dude. Invent, you don't have to do that, but thank you so much, Invent. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you for the beer money. I appreciate you very much, Invent. I can't wait to talk to you in a few minutes. Invent will be coming on my stream real soon. Thank you for your generosity, Invent. You're the best, dude. Things will be back to normal soon, hopefully. Did I start the game? I thought I did. There we go. Yo, Dens Quicks, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I stream Amiga stuff here about once a week. I try and stream every Sunday. I also run the Westchester Amiga user group. We got meetings on the first Thursday of every month, and I got a YouTube channel with my buddy Anthony called The Guru Meditation. I'm gonna be pumping out some videos over there as well. I've been going through unearthing some old footage that I never released during the COVID quarantine. What's up, Sir Chili? Yeah, Richard Mike, this is a great tune from Giovanni Must Die. I agree. The game is worth it just for the music. It's so good. I started the timer. So I was saying this game is kind of like like Tetris. It's like a Tetris clone. So every time you move, stuff comes down more. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, there we go. Let's go up here. Boom, boom, nice. I'm doing some excavation here. So basically, you know, I move every time I move. The blocks come down, and I can chop the blocks. I can do a block chop too by pressing the button. I'm just clearing this stuff out. Clear this out, boom. Clear that guy out. And every time I clear something out, I get points. It's really simple and really interesting game. I'm gonna, whoa! Almost got bumped in the head there. You know what might be smart? Maybe it'd be smart if I start up here. Oh no, that wasn't smart. I thought I was gonna be smart, I wasn't smart. Yeah, Invent is awesome. He did all the graphics for your channel. That's awesome. And he also does amazing graphics for Amiga games. As we'll learn, we will see that. We'll see in a few minutes when he comes on the stream. Invent, I really thought you'd be sleeping right now. I'm glad you're not. I mean, I'm glad you're here, but you know, if you need to take a little nap before you come on, I totally understand. Now, I'm not gonna go too close to the top there. I'm gonna be very, very careful here. Chop, chop, chop. I don't want, this is like Tetris inverted, you know? Turn-based physics, yeah, exactly, Den Quicks. We're gonna see some of Invent's handiwork in a little while. Yo, what's up, Amiga Sons? Great to see you both. We are playing new Amiga games that came out last weekend at Revision Demo Party, and then we're gonna play some other new Amiga games that came out during the week. Yeah, so see, oh, interesting. I fall down with them, but I can chop these guys. I like working from the top, not all the way at the top, but work the top a little bit. Thanks, Kev. I appreciate you very much, dude. Hopeful Dreams, you love my old VHS camcorder view? It's a real legit VHS camcorder. It's so funny because this Amiga cam over here, I used to have like an overhead shot of my Amiga, which was good, but everyone seems to like the side shot a lot, so I'm sticking with the side shot. This is like a real video camera, and then I got the VHS camera that I rescued from the garbage. And everyone seems to like the free VHS camera better than the multi-$1,000 real camera. So I'm glad, it's really nice to hear. Thank you, Hopeful Dreams. Revision was all streamed on Twitch this year. Baltoth, my man. Yo, Comatron, what is up, buddy? Great to see you, Comatron. Oh, the hot tub is open for business. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I am all about the aesthetics, Human Interact. You know that. That's my job. Uh-oh. Woo! I narrowly escaped death there. This is a really interesting game. I never played anything like this. It's like Tetris inverted. Oh no. I was getting a little bit ambitious there. Dude, can you imagine if I streamed with a set of Hawk Primes? It's not out of the question. Not out of the question. I'll go anamorphic. Go anamorphic on this thing. That'd be crazy. Human Interact. I love it. I love it, dude. Oh man, I was supposed to shoot. I had a nice set of Hawks ready to go for a Google commercial I was supposed to shoot right before the COVID thing started in Human Interact. They were gorgeous. Oh my god. Me and the AC were just having a blast at the camera checkout. It was so good. I'm in trouble here. I'm gonna let that fall. Boom. Perfect. That's a great question, Hopeful Dreams. I'm not sure. I don't know the specs of this one, Hopeful. I should read that. I'll ask. Yo, Retro Ralph, what is up? It came from the desert. I'll check the text file and see if it gives the specs for this one. Hopeful Dreams, it's kind of like, it's weird. It kind of looks like, it's kind of like Tetris and Boulder Dash, I guess. I mean, basically, I'm just, to be honest, I'm not really looking too much at the pattern of the way the blocks fall together. I probably should, but I'm just kind of, you know, chipping away at the ones at the top, so nothing like falls on me. That's kind of my strategy right now. So I just walk up to it and I hit it with my hammer and it goes away. Let's see what happens if I take this one out. It's hard. It's hard. Sponge, I'm glad you're feeling a bit better, bud. Your stream was great, Sponge. I enjoyed it. You got a great voice, Sponge. Yo, Comatron, that is a great, dude, that's a great idea. I totally should do that. Can you imagine if I put a bowling ball in the Google commercial? We're still gonna shoot that commercial, so you know, I might sneak a bowling ball in there. How crazy would that be? A Google commercial with a bowling ball in it? That'd be awesome. Hopeful Dreams, the idea is just to destroy as many blocks as you can without getting knocked in the head. See, every time I destroy a block, I get a point. Oh, hey, what's up, 5 Quadra? Chips Challenge, Boulder Dash, and Tetris. Yeah. I don't know Chips Challenge, but it's a little bit, definitely a little Boulder Dash and a lot Tetris. Yeah, Cracks, I'm with you, man. You know, I'm a very much, I didn't realize how social of a person I was until we got this lockdown. And man, I really miss like going out and socializing, and so does my wife. Like last night I was editing. I'm like, man, normally under normal circumstances I'd be like out with some friends right now. And it's hard. It's hard. I didn't realize how social I was until we got locked down. It's kind of stinks. But you know what? Gotta do it. And fortunately, we have like Twitch and all this video chat stuff. Otherwise, it'd be a real bummer. You know, like revision still happens thanks to Twitch and streaming. It wouldn't have happened if we didn't have that technology. Do it? I'll do it. If you, I'll definitely sneak a bowling ball into that commercial. Don't worry. Yo, SR Baker. So a bowling ball is that checkered. It's the red and white checkered ball that people are throwing down in the chat right now, and it's kind of like the unofficial symbol of the Amiga. I think I got bowling balls here. I got bowling balls here. The bowling ball was a ball that was used in one of the very, very early demos before people even knew what the Amiga was. It was launched at the Consumer Electronics Show. Before the launch of the Amiga, and it blew people's minds. It was a ball bouncing in front of a grid, and had this amazing sound. And when people heard that it was a home computer that was able to pull off that demo, it blew their minds. And it was coded like overnight, the night before CES. Pretty incredible. If you want to know more about it, you can check out Viva Amiga documentary, and RJ Michael tells a great story about it. Acmafin's got a bowling ball in his Easter basket, yeah. You remember seeing the bowling ball demo running in your local electronics store, Sponge? Yeah, they played it a lot. Look at Purple Haze, that's awesome. Alright, I need to move on to the next game already. I gotta keep things moving. But that was fun. How do I get out of this? Escape. Perfect. So you were asking, I got a hunch that was OCS. I got a hunch, but I can't tell you for sure. Oh, you know what? Yeah, Amiga OCS ECS. I was gonna read the file that came with it, but it says it right here in the link that I sent you. OCS ECS, and the other one from Retro Guru. Fred's Journey was also OCS ECS. Dude, Fred's Journey is pretty impressive for OCS ECS. I gotta say. 5-card draw. You're 39. Dude, there's some really young people that are getting into Amiga, like 20s, which is really awesome. Your logo has a bowling ball on it? Yeah, I would be careful about that 10 mark, to be honest, because I'm pretty sure the bowling ball is owned by Hyperion. I think you're good as long as you're not selling it, you know what I mean? But you might want to be a little bit careful. You might want to be a little careful about that. Yo, Jamie Morgan, Just Games. What is up? What's up, Simon69 Twitch? Great to see you. You're 42, Pred Zeta. Hyperion has the rights to use the trademark, but I don't think they own it. Well, I mean, the Boing Ball, I mean, right, this is really the symbol. This is really the real trademarked one, right? This is the check mark is the real logo. Boing Ball is just using a demo, but I don't know. I mean, I have no idea who owns it. The legal stuff is craziness. All right, let's play the next game. So those were the two Amiga games that came out at Revision. They're awesome. And I just got this update, I think yesterday, from the awesome Indie Retro News, SVLCVSSD. That is a heck of a name for a game. But hey, I'll take it. It's a work in progress pseudo 3D shooter demoed on the Amiga. Although Indie Retro News doesn't usually write on weekends, he prefers spending time with his loved ones. Fair enough. Good man, Indie Retro. He didn't want to miss out on this Amiga announcement. Thanks to a heads up from Saberman, we've been told about a new game that is currently being developed for the Amiga called SVLCVSSD. I'll definitely remember that one. A game you can download, the work in progress. It's all coded by Kobe, D4RK, 3LF, Kyoto 1122, and it was tested by Lemming 880, and it requires only an Amiga 500 with 1 megabyte of RAM. And yeah, it definitely looks like a Gyrus clone. So we're going to play this right now. I'm going to throw the link, the Indie Retro News link. Yeah, SVL. CVSS. Oh god, I typed it. CVSSD. There you go. Tenmark. I'm pretty sure Hyperion owns it because Hyperion owns it, right? Because they use it in the new Amiga 314. They use it on the Kickstart screen, but I don't know all the stuff. Oh yeah, you're a good friend of Mike. Then yeah, cool. Succubus. It's pronounced Succubus. Yo, Dat Game, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it very much, Dat Game. Welcome to the stream. I stream here. I try and stream every Sunday at 2 p.m. New York time. Dat Game. I stream new Amiga games. I stream old Amiga games, and I interview developers. I also run the Westchester Amiga User Group. We're gonna have a meeting coming up soon. We're gonna have our May meeting coming up soon. All right, let me switch back over to Amiga, and we'll check out this game that I can't pronounce. So I got a question. So when I played the demo at the beginning, I played Columbia by Lemon. Someone was commenting that my cropping was bad, but I really want to know what was wrong with the cropping. Because I put a lot of care to make it fill the 16:9 screen and not crop anything. So I want to know what was wrong with the cropping. I'm still thinking about that. I really want to know what was wrong with the cropping. If the demo is intended to play on 16:9 screen, why would putting it in a 16:9 video stream be incorrect? I want to know. Cracks, you're in Sweden, but you're a night owl. Nice, dude. Kobe needs to work on the playability. Well, it's just a work in progress. So this is, again, it's just a work in progress. You didn't see any cropping issues? No, I know. I tried to crop it perfectly, to be honest with you, Mark. Like I really tried to make sure I tried not even to crop any pixels on the side. I just tried to make it, and it's not true 16 by. At least my WinUAE wasn't doing it true 16:9. It was like 17:9. Acmafin, I care very much about the way things look on stream. All right, here we go. Retro Ralph, that's a good question. No, I'm not going to broadcast the WOG meeting. There are a few reasons why I don't broadcast it. Reason number one is like we usually meet in a mall, and it's hard to broadcast the meeting from a mall. We're probably in May. We're probably gonna do another online meeting, and you know, I could broadcast it, but I don't know. Not everyone wants to be broadcast. You know what I mean? Like not everyone wants to be on camera and be broadcast publicly. So I try and respect people's privacy. I could ask everyone if they're cool with it, but I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. You know, like we're a pretty tight knit group. I think we had like 20 people in the video chat last time, and I also don't open it up to the public just because like it's a bunch of people that know each other, you know, and then we already have 20 people, and when a video chat gets to be like more than 20, it starts to get hard. So these are kind of like Westchester Amiga User Group meetings for everyone, these streams. But I don't know, you know, I could float the idea out there of broadcasting the meetings, but I don't want anyone to feel like pressure that they have to be on camera and broadcast, you know what I mean? Oh, Ron, this is a Gyrus clone and it's a work in progress. Dead. I got it. Hold on. Stop. Reset. Start. Yeah, it looks like the tunnel sequence in Stardust. You're right. It does. Tempest on steroids. Totally. Yeah, whose Wi-Fi would we stream it over? Well, if for the virtual meetings, Andy Amiga 7, I could stream it, you know, from my fiber. But from the mall, it'd be tough, and the sound would be really bad in the mall too. Cool. I love the tunnel. Looks so cool. I love it. It looks like the tunnel from a demo. But yeah, if anyone who makes demos is here like in the chat, I'm just curious about the cropping, because I could have played it in like its native Amiga resolution. It's just that then it would look small on the screen. You know what I mean? It'd be letterboxed. So maybe they want it letterboxed. I don't know. But personally, I think if I were to shoot something in 16:9, I would want it, and I do shoot things in 16:9 all the time. I would want it displayed in 16:9 as well. I wouldn't want it letterboxed on a 16:9 monitor. I would definitely want it letterboxed on a 4:3 monitor for sure. Demo look fine to you? Yeah, this reminds me of Gyrus. This is it's like Tempest, but I think it's a little bit more like Gyrus. But I love the tunnel effect. Oh, nice. We got green tunnels now. Nice. And don't the enemies, like, if you look at them really quick, they look kind of like bowling balls. But wait, are those little COVID viruses? I don't. The enemies, are they like? They look like they're either like a bowling ball or a COVID virus. I'll go bowling ball. I'll go bowling ball. Do a barrel roll. There we go. Woo! It's like Maverick. Oh god, I can't wait for Maverick to come out. It looks so good. Oh man. Oh, I'm dead. Sakatumi, good one, dude. Simon says, I know this is still incomplete, but it's darn A-roast that could be improved and modified at will. Oh, yeah, you're not feeling it? You're not feeling it, Simon? Yo, J Gray. No, it's a VHS camera on the top. VHS camera on the top, and it's an HD video camera on the side. Well, it's actually a 4K video camera, but I got it in 1080, 1920 by 1080, 60 frames per second progressive right now. Oh, is that right, Tenmark? That's funny. The side view, the side view, the one that says Amiga Cam is a Canon C300 Mark II, and the Amiga Bill face cam is an actual VHS camera. Oh, the one in the background. Yeah, this is my baby. That's my Canon XL1. That's a mini DV camera. I used it in the Video Toaster episode as the back camera, and I just kept it here because it's such a cool looking camera. I'll show you. There it is. Do you know I shot so many hours with this camera? Oh my god, I've been through a lot of war zones with that camera. All right, I'll play one more round of this game, and then we'll move on to the next one. Yo, 666 Little Horn 666. Welcome to the stream. I tilted the VHS camera up a little bit before the stream, and I think I might have went a little bit too far, or it's sagging. It might be sagging by now. It's so funny the price differential between the side cam and front cam. Front cam was in the garbage, like literally. I literally took it out of the garbage. Side cam was definitely not taken from the garbage. Oh, nice, Oram. Yeah, I'm gonna move on to the next game, guys. But that was very cool. Very cool. That's we'll see how the game progresses. That was just an early demo. I like it. I like it. All right, how do I escape? Okay, I gotta reboot. Hey, no problem, Cracks. Tell Boof I said hi. Tell her I said hi. With only 1 or 2 people working on it, it'll take ages. Simon, are you one of the folks working on the game? That VHS cam was much more expensive than a webcam. That's a good point, 5-card draw. You can get webcams for like $30 these days. It's crazy. Captain John, you love the side cam. A lot of people like the side cam. I used to have my overhead Amiga cam. You know, I used to have this bad boy here. But you know what? The side cam is way cooler. I agree, Captain John. I don't normally use this specific camera for the side cam. I was just shooting an episode of the Guru Meditation yesterday. So this is the Mark II. I usually got the Mark 1 up there. I got the Mark 1 here. I got the 10 Mark 1 here. This is the 10 Mark 1. This is an awesome 28mm Zeiss Distagon lens. Oh yeah. Oh, I love it. It's beautiful. Woo! That lens is hot. I could start a vintage video equipment museum at the house. I could, Brother Bill. I really could. Do videographers count hours shot like pilots? No, but the cameras do. The cameras do keep track of their hours shot. At least the new ones do. Yo, Dome Dags, thank you so much for the host, Dome Dags. Yo, Brother Bill, give Dome Dags a shout out, will ya? Dome Dags streams here on Twitch too. The problem is there's so many good streamers here. I get nervous starting to call people out because there's so many good people. I don't want to leave anyone out. You know what I mean? Sponge, my 1200 is sexy. I agree. Yeah, Jay Gray, that's a good point. Want to keep your kids off drugs, get them into video and photography. That is a great point. Not gonna lie there. 5-card draw. You've got a lot of floppies at your dad's house. You know, I bet they do work. It's amazing how well floppies have held up for me. Let's see what we got up here next. This is a Polish game. I'm drinking Polish water right now. Swedron. Wanted Team presents an unreleased Amiga game from 1994. We've certainly featured the 1984 Boulder Dash game a lot in the past few days. With the release of Boulder Dash Junior 2, The Final Dig, and Boulder Dash Senior, to name a few, for the Commodore 64. But what if you could play a Boulder Dash style game that was never released for the Amiga? Would you still be interested? Yes. Well, if you are, you might like playing this nice little game presented by Wanted Team called Swedron. It's an unreleased Amiga game from 1994 by Bysoft that's finally been found, cracked, and released this weekend. Good game. Barzo Dobje. Let's play some Swedron. I also played, my buddy also was doing like a legit Boulder Dash clone. We played that on stream not too long ago, like a couple months ago. No problem, Simon. Yeah, I hate it when that happens, dude. I got you. No worries, Simon. Their lenses will never, yeah, exactly. If you buy good glass, you can't buy good drugs. That's the truth. Swedron. I gotta ask wife device what Swedron means. I know we got music. Najlepsza means the best. I know a little Polish, but I know mostly by sounds, not words. Words. DJ Billy Nest, what is up, dude? DJ Billy Nest, I was playing your mix at the beginning of the stream. It was awesome. 358. No, I'll just do a 61. I'll add them together. Oh yeah, here we go. Good music. Fine musica. DJ Billy Ness, last night I was just rocking out to your mix. It was so good, dude. Hazemaker's dancing to the music. Oh, Fred Zetas. Sorry, I should ask my wife. It's Swedron. I have to ask her. I hear her out. She's outside on the deck gardening right now. Captain John, I lost track of what you were saying, Captain. I'm sorry. About my last job. Bardzo dobre. Bardzo dobre, Dascon music. I gotta set my timer. What time is it? It's 3:05. Guys, T-minus 30 minutes until we play some Iridium and we get the crew on. I can't wait. So I can play this for a little bit, and then I'll play Iridium 2, which is a classic Amiga. One of these days I can be able to talk. It's a classic Amiga game and is the inspiration for Iridium. I thought there was music here. What the heck? I thought this game had music. You know, I'm gonna reboot. I thought this game had music. Slayback, dude, Slayback, I thank you for posting that bit of Amiga news about the demo scene becoming a legit art form in Finland. I talked about that at the beginning of the stream. Thank you, Slayback. Appreciate that, bud. No worries, 10 Mark. Make sure you're clean. I know. I thought I smelled something, 10 Mark. Thought I smelled something. I don't know why. I could have sworn there was music in this game. Where we are, Swedron HD. I hear wife device. She's gardening out there. If she comes in later, I don't think she's gonna come in because she's like in garden mode. But if she comes in, I'll get the proper pronunciation. Xbarry PL can give us the proper pronunciation, but Xbarry can only do it through typing, so it'll be hard for me to figure that one out. You know what? I'm just gonna do 13. Why not? Wife device. I hear it. She's out there. I can hear it. I can hear her doing stuff. She's planting herbs. Not that kind of herbs. Come on, music. Please let there be music in the game. I don't know what's up with the sound, guys. I thought this game had music, and this is kind of bumming me out right now. I apologize. So I won't play it too long, because I'm pretty sure this game has music. I thought last night when I tried it had music. Craziness. So I'll just have to talk a lot. So anyway, I'm picking up diamonds, you know, Boulder Dash style. I like how he drops the ladders. That's pretty rad. I wonder if you guys can hear wife device out there. I hear her yapping away. Today is like a gorgeous day. It's like 72 and sunny. I don't know what that translates to in Celsius, like 18 or 19, something like that. But it's freaking awesome today. Why is there no music? M for music. Because it had really good music, so I'm bummed out. I don't know why. I could have sworn this game had music. Oh, the 64 music made you feel nostalgic? Dude, the SID chip is amazing. I don't blame you. I don't blame you for that one. Maybe it's unreleased because the sound wasn't finished. But Sponge, you know, I tested it last night, and it could have been the Scotch, but I thought there was music in the game. I could have sworn there was music in the game. I wonder if I play Hippo Player and then run this. That would be interesting. Comey, you've had some crazy scotch today too. I haven't had any scotch yet, but I had it last night. I was having my Maker's Mark. That's my everyday. Although Maker's Mark is bourbon. As long as it's brown, I'm happy. You hate electronic music, but you always like the old 64 SID tunes. I love electronic music, but the SID tunes are great. This is a cool game. I feel bad that there's no music playing, unless there's no music. Maybe I was wrong. I tested like 5 games last night, so I could have been wrong about that. Maybe there wasn't music last night, but this is a cool game. You prefer your Amiga tracker modules, DJ Nest? They're so good. Like, and it's amazing how good it sounds. Like, I was playing it last night, and wife device was rocking out to the music with me. We're like dancing here in the office. It was awesome. She's like, these are awesome tunes. I'm like, I know, especially drum and bass, because when I first met her back in 1998, like, we always listened to drum and bass back then. We listened to so much drum and bass. We spent a lot of time on the New Jersey Turnpike listening to drum and bass. So she listened to the songs. She's like, oh my God, these are amazing. I'm like, I know. My man DJ Billy Nest hooked us up. Oh, look at that. There's a boulder there. Gotta clear the exit. Yo, Bill Lang 1968. So, all right, so guys, here's what I'm doing over on the YouTube channel. So Vintage Computer Festival East was supposed to be this coming weekend, right? Unfortunately, it's been postponed. Well, fortunately, it's been postponed and not canceled. So it's been postponed until October. And I've got like a lot of VCF East footage that I never released before. And the one that I'm almost finished with is Bill Lang's Atari XE exhibit. So Bill, I think I'm going to release that video by Thursday, I hope. So I just, everyone, I know I might get some crap. They're like, yo, what's this Atari stuff on the Amiga channel? But, I don't care. Bill's exhibit was amazing. But I think they're really going to give me a lot of crap when I release the one after that, though. Bill, your exhibit was awesome. And I'm like reliving your exhibit. I'm reliving VCF East when I edit the footage. So I hope people will get a charge out of it, too. Your exhibit was amazing. Yo, Arnoush, my man, with the resub. Thank you, Arnoush. I appreciate the support very, very much. Yeah, it's so many inspiring module tracks. I agree, DJ Billy Nest. Hey, what's up, Steps? Is this your game? I don't know where the music is, man. Like, I know there's music. Is there like a button I'm supposed to press? Like, what's going on? I could have sworn there was music last night. When I start the game, there's music. I don't understand. I'm gonna move on to the next game anyway because it's 3:12 p.m. T-minus 15 minutes before the boys come on. Steps, if this is your game, I apologize. I don't know why there's not music. There's music on the splash screen, but there's no music in the game. And I could have sworn that there was music in the game last night when I tested it. Could have sworn. Escape. No. Okay. All right. Next game. Next game. Hi-Fi system recommended for listening. Dude, I got Vandersteen 2 CEs, DJ Billy Nest, and I got an Adcom amp and preamp downstairs. Actually, I'm using my Marantz preamp right now. It sounds good. I also, over here, I got a Valhalla. It's called SCHITT, S-C-H-I-T-T, tube preamplifier, and the Amiga sounds crazy when it's plugged into there, but it's for headphones only. Steps, I'm sorry if that's your game and the music wasn't playing. I don't know. I don't know what was up with that. Oh, it's not your game? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what the music was. It's a little frustrating. I know that this next game's got music. Old Atari engineers did make Amiga possible, Yuri. You are correct. Joe DeCure, J Minor. It's why Amiga's cursed. No, it's why Amiga's good. They left, and that's why Amiga went down. All right, now we're going to get some... So, guys, this is Uridium 2. This is a classic Amiga game, and this is the game that inspired Iridium, the new game that we're going to play in about 15... We'll probably play it in like 20 minutes. The Iridium 2 is inspiration for this game. We're going to have on the creators of of the game. I think there's gonna be 5 people on the stream with me. It's gonna get crazy. And it's a super cool game. But I want to show you guys the roots. I want to show you guys like where it all came from. I want to show you where Iridium came from. This is Iridium. Brother Bill, are you on it already, Brother Bill? Are you on the link already? Let's see. Stream folder. We'll play some Iridium 2. 2 megabyte version, of course. And this game definitely has sound. I'm sorry to the creators of the Boulder Dash game. Beautiful. There we go. Look at that copper, baby. ORAM, dude, ORAM cheered 2,000 bits? Are you crazy, ORAM? Dude. Holy mackerel. ORAM, thank you so much for your generosity. Oh my god. That is, dude, ORAM, holy cow, man. Thank you so much, ORAM. That's insane, dude. ORAM, thank you. Wow. Thank you so much, ORAM. I appreciate that so very much. Thank you so much, ORAM. Thank you, man. I really, really appreciate that. That's incredible, dude. Holy cow. I'll turn up the music a little bit. I hope the mix is good. So this game is really tricky, but the cool thing about this game, I love how you can play in both directions. And you can flip your ship around, and you'll see when we play Iridium, it is very much the same. And I'm no Uridium 2 master. One of the things that fell through the cracks getting ready for the stream, it's been a really busy week. I've been editing Bill's Atari exhibit for YouTube, and I've been getting ready for this stream, and I've been shooting another Guru video that comes out tomorrow. So it's been a little bit hectic, and the one thing that kind of fell through the cracks was getting good at Uridium 2. But you can see so I'm not an expert in this game by any stretch of the imagination, but you can see the mini-map down there. Thank you, Brother Bill, for dropping that link. I appreciate it, buddy. And I know I shoot things and I blow them up, and then I know you have to land at some point. That's all I know about this game. Oh, land now. Okay, cool. I gotta find the landing zone. I gotta find that landing zone. Okay, I know I need to land. But I don't know where to land. Is it all the way down here on the end? I know I need to land. I know. But tell me where to land. I know some of you probably know where to land. I know. This looks like a landing dock here. Can I land? I probably gotta press like spacebar or something to land. F1 to land. Nope. I seem to remember reading. Oh, here. I know I need to land. I know. It is gorgeous, right, Spongehorn? This game is so cool. Sin Lao, what is up, dude? Sin Lao, no worries, brother. Sin Lao, thank you for all the free games that you post in my Discord channel. You know what? Like, no one needs to ever buy a modern game again except for Iridium if you're in my Discord channel, because every day freaking Sin Lao posts free games. It's crazy. I got so many free games on my hard drive, like I don't even know what I have. I should have read the directions. I forgot what button I pressed to land. And I'm not even sure where to land. But the game is so fun. And there's a voice in Iridium as well, a female voice, and it's Trista Bytes. Remember we raided Trista Bytes not too long ago? And I was like, dude, Trista is like the voice of this new game that's coming out. It's awesome. Well, we're gonna play that game in a minute. About 15 minutes to be exact. Yo, Hex to ASCII, thank you so much for the follow, Hex to ASCII. Whoa. I don't know where to land. Where's the landing dock? SR Baker, do exclamation mark Discord in the chat. Thank you, Captain. Captain John was on it as I was saying it. Thank you, Captain John. I know I have to land, but I don't know where to land. I don't know where to land. You're welcome, SR Baker. She did, 10 mark. Svinto, what is it saying? When you hear land now signal, you need to find the landing strip. The arrows will be glowing green to indicate that you can land. Fly over the landing strip in the direction of the arrows with your manta flat. You will then land on the strip and can launch your attack on the engine core. Thank you, Svinto777. That is awesome. Amiga 1200 gamer, you love Iridium too? It's a great game. I'm gonna play again. Alright, so when you hear land now, you need to find the landing strip. The arrows will be glowing green to indicate that you can land. Fly over the landing strip in the direction of the arrows with your manta flat. Okay. Alright, well, thank you, Svinto. We'll try it. It's the green arrows. It's so weird. I saw those green arrows. I saw those green arrows and I thought I landed, but I didn't. Try it again. It's a cool font, right, Sponge?
Player 1, ready.
The runway with the lights. Oh, sorry, Malak. The game is Uridium 2. Brother Bill just dropped the link into the chat. I have the game programmed to point you to the Iridium on Steam, which I'll be playing in a few minutes.
Laser.
Oh yeah, we got lasers now. Play it. What? Would I crash? What I hit. It's a hard game. I think I need to wipe.
Player 1, ready.
Lasers, yes. Oh man, he was like a heat seeker right onto me. Amiga Sons love the game. Oh, it is a great one. It's the first time they've seen it. Yeah, it's funny. I never played this game much back in the day. Back in the day, I try not to say it too many times. Back in the day. Oh, Pred Sada says, fun fact: the voice here is Emma Cubberly, the wife of Jason Page. It's a really fun game. Oh, girls, tanks. I gotta get that power up. I missed it. I see green arrows, but they're not glowing yet. Take out this artillery. Take out that gun. Nice, nicey nice. Thanks everyone for hanging out today. I hope my energy level's okay. I'm not gonna lie. I've been tired. I've been tired. I've spent so much time preparing YouTube videos and the stream that I tired myself out for the actual stream. And now I gotta do an interview with like 5 dudes. I hope it goes alright. Oh, I hope it goes alright. I appreciate their time so much. Yo, Mustang DSG, thank you so much for the follow, Mustang. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. We are playing, oh, I can land now. We're playing Uridium 2, and this is the spiritual, well, this is the original, and then Iridium, the game we're gonna play in a minute, is the spiritual successor to this game. It was designed by amazing folks in the Amiga community, and this was their inspiration. Here we go. Boom! Landed it. Landed it. Oh yeah, I remember this now. Oh yeah. Oh, I thought I was supposed to get those pellets. I haven't played this game in a long time. Woo! Stay wide, buddy. Stay wide. Almost got it. Almost got that core. Hit it hard. Hit it hard. Boom! Eat it. I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that too. Oh yeah, we got some loot. That core dropped some sick loot. Oh yeah. Woo!
Shield.
It's dropping almost as much loot as ORAM. Not even though. ORAM just made it rain like a crazy man. Oh man, I got killed. Oh, what time is it?
Player 1, last minute.
T minus 6 minutes. T minus 6 minutes. I'm kind of proud of myself that I was able to play so many games in time, because usually I kind of like dilly-dally and ramble a little bit. I'll ramble a lot. I was like, you know what? I'm probably gonna play 2 games before the guys come on. But I did it. We played, I think this is the 5th game we're playing. Craziness, right? Or is it the 4th game? I can't even think right now. I'm just trying to shoot stuff. Woo! Catch up to these guys. So, are Amiga Sun's digging it? Amiga Suns and New Sun. Oh, man.
Player 1 destroyed.
Bobby, you never played this one. It's refreshing to see games for the first time. That's awesome, dude. It's really great to hear. Sorry, I need to look at the chat. Oh, what's up? Amiga DJ is getting ready. Nice, dude. The iMac will run like crap, so let me know if their audio is choppy. I'll let you know, Amiga DJ, for sure. Amiga DJ is going to be coming on the stream. Amiga DJ did the music to Iridium, and it rocks. It rocks. And Amiga 7, you can't wait to see the updated inspired version for the PC. Nice, dude. Brother Bill, thank you for dropping the Iridium 2 link, my man. LemonAmiga.com. Get your fresh squeezed Amiga goodness at LemonAmiga.com. Hazemaker says, most people say Iridium is amazing, but I only play level 1. Hey, what's up, Picard? Great to see you. Yeah, it's a very hard game, DJ Nest. Yeah, Pred Zeta sucks at Iridium 2, but the graphics, music, and especially the coding is so excellent, nobody can appreciate it enough. Totally. Yo, Rom, you did make it rain, dude. That was crazy. Thank you so much, my man. Get some tea, Captain John. I mean, Andy Amiga 7. Choose drone mode in options. It'll give you a wingman. Press F1 in the intro. Oh, nice. I'm gonna try that, Pred Zeta. No problem. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Oh, no way. That's crazy, Hopeful Dreams. She's a legend. Only Amiga, you know it. Arnouge, thanks, my man. It's a pleasure to have you. I really appreciate all your support, Arnouge. I would love to interview you, Hopeful Dreams. You're welcome. Hopeful Dreams, are you in my Discord? If so, join it, and we can talk offline. That'd be amazing. Yo, what's up, Chris Wicked? Dropping the tack too, I like it. Haha, great tune. There's even a better remix though. Nice. She's really smart, Hopeful Dreams. Like, I've seen her YouTube videos, and I can't even follow what's going on. I hit F1.
Player 1 ready.
Did I blow it? Did I hit it? Do I have a wingman? I don't have a wingman. I'm gonna play this for a couple more minutes, and then I'll get the boys on. This game is sick. Yeah, power up. Power up. Laser. The laser is a sick weapon. Oh, yeah. Maybe I need to drink a Red Bull before the interview. I don't know. But then I'll just get all twitchy. I'll be twitchy on Twitch. I gotta be honest, like, I feel a little bit unprepared for the interview because I spent so much time getting like the technical stuff in order. Where's those green arrows? There we go. That I hope the interview goes well. So when I do the interview, everyone, if you want to, yeah, shout out Chris Wicked for sure. Awesome 64 streamer. I think I rated him last time. And of course, shout out to Purple Hazemaker, my man. So when I do the interview, if anyone has any questions, please do at Amiga Bill, and I will try and ask the guys the questions for you. Boom! Alright, now I'm not sure what to do here. I know it's gonna rain. Dropping lots of loot. I gotta avoid the rocks falling from the sky. Oh, not doing a good job of that. It's hard. But what do I have to do here to get out? Just survive? Just survive this astro. I don't want to go get that. It's too close to the top. I'm getting hit hard here. Oh man, this is so hard. Oh, maybe it just keeps dropping loot until it gets you. Then you go on to the second level. Yo, Captain John, Little Amiga Son, sleep well. I hope you have a great week, Little Amiga Son. No worries, Hopeful Dreams. Hopeful Dreams, if you ever, want to share some of your stories, your knowledge, please let me know anytime. No pressure at all. You don't have to be in my Discord either. It's just an easy way to talk to me. You can send me a whisper here and I'll see it. Yeah, I just flew right between those guys. Right on, little Amiga son. I got your posters. I need to do. I'm gonna put your posters up behind me so everyone can see it when I stream. Captain John and Amiga Sun sent me an awesome Marble Madness poster and some incredible artwork as well. And they know Marble Madness is one of my all-time favorite games. Sent me this rad poster. Yeah, Chiz, I definitely do requests. I have a list in my Discord channel of game requests. I love game requests. Land. I'm destroyed. Okay, well that's a good spot to stop it.
Player 1, ready.
Sakatumi, this game is amazing. It's a classic. Thank you, Cracks. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Land player 1 destroyed.
Stone Age. I'll try and remember that one, Chris.
Player 1 last mountain.
Litwarski. Hey, I'm sorry, Litwarski. I saw you here before, and I didn't say hi. My apologies. It's great to see you, Litwarski. Chest.
Player 1 destroyed.
Amiga does rule. So here's what I'm gonna do, guys. So normally when I do an interview with someone, I prepare like the whole stream setup beforehand. And I get it all tested and working, and then I go live. The trick here is that I couldn't do this interview until now because two of the folks who are gonna be on the stream with me are in Australia. So it's like 5:30 a.m. Monday morning for them right now, which is crazy. And so that's why I played these games first. I also wanted you to see Uridium 2, so you could see the spiritual successor to Iridium, the PC and Nintendo game that we're about to play. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play. I got a little playlist for you guys. I got a playlist. It's called the Black Lotus playlist. The Black Lotus. Maybe the Black Lotus is my favorite demo group of all time. I love the Black Lotus. So I got like 20 minutes of demos. Hopefully it's not gonna take me 20 minutes to get this set up. But I'm gonna put on the Black Lotus playlist, and I'm gonna call Australia, I'm gonna call the United Kingdom, and I'm gonna call New York, very local. And I'm gonna try and get us all together, and we're gonna do an interview with the creators of Iridium, and they're all Amiga guys, and you're probably very familiar with many of them. So I'm gonna do that now. So I'll be gone. Give me like 7 to 10 minutes, and I'll be back. Hopefully with the guys. We'll see how it goes. I'll do my best. This is going to be a little tricky switchover, but I'll do my best. And I just want to say thanks to everyone for hanging out today. These streams are the best. I mean, they're so good. Even my wife was like, she's like, it's so beautiful today. You should go mountain biking. I'm like, I know, but you know what? I'm streaming today. Today is stream day. I want to hang out with all my friends. So I appreciate everyone being here, and I hope you're enjoying the stream. Try to wave. What is up, dude? Give us all the demos. I could play Black Lotus demos all the time. I would love to do. Hopeful Dreams, I'd love to talk to you offline about that because I don't know a lot about it. Alright guys, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start the demos, I'm gonna use the boys room, and I'm gonna try and get the boys from Nebula Design on. So I know Nebula Design, I know a bunch of you are watching right now. I'm gonna use the boys room real quick, and then I'm gonna call y'all. Alright everyone, enjoy the demos for the next, I'm gonna go to studio mode. I never used studio mode, I'm gonna go to studio mode. Let's see if this works. I got it queued up. Yeah, cool, I think I'm still live. Enjoy the Black Lotus demos, and I'll be back in hopefully not too long, hopefully 5 to 7 minutes with the guys, and we'll play some Iridium, which is an amazing game. It's very much like Iridium 2. All right, here we go. Boom. Enjoy. Amiga forever, everyone. Stay with me. Stay with me.
la médaille. C'est faux. Et c'est pour ça que c'est beau. La médaille. C'est faux. Et c'est pour ça que c'est beau. La médaille. C'est faux. Et c'est pour ça que c'est bon. Que c'est bon. C'est
All right, we
Cool.
are back. What is up, everyone? We did it. I think that was pretty quick. It only took one demo to get us going. Well, welcome to the stream. I'm with the team of Nebula Design. Front and center there, center top. We've got James Roberts. He is the leader of the Iridium project. He's the coder of the game. James got his first Amiga back in 1988, and he's been coding ever since. He worked for Elite making PC and PlayStation games. He's got many unreleased Amiga games. James, I want to see some of those games. He's also a staff member of Amiga. Welcome, James. In the upper left corner, we've got Akira. He did all the music for the game. He's also a legendary moderator on the English Amiga board, and he's the co-creator of PT 1210. Which is the DJ software for Amiga that you've probably seen like Ravi use. You probably saw Hoffman, who's a co-creator with him, also use it on Retro Man Cave stream. So we got Akira in the upper left corner. In the upper right corner, we've got Kevin Saunders, incredible artist. He did one of my favorite Amiga games of recent times, Reshooter. His list of credits just goes on and on and on. He's working on a new game with Richard. The sequel to Reshooter is called Reshoot Proxima 3. We're going to learn a lot about Kevin, and he's going to show us a ton of amazing work that he's doing. And then in the lower right corner, we have Dan, who's a new friend. I just met Dan 30 seconds ago, but he is actually working on porting NVIDIA to Nintendo Switch, which is super exciting. It's just awesome that we can have this game ported to the Switch. It's like the perfect platform for this game. And he's also the coder on the new Amiga game Boss Machine, which I cannot wait to play Boss Machine. So welcome, guys, and thank you so much for coming onto the stream.
That's great to hear.
Awesome.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you. I appreciate it. So yes, we got Akira in New York. So Akira and I are in New York. James in the UK, and Kevin and Dan are both down in Australia. So this is truly a worldwide stream right now. James. So James, do you want to kick it off? Do you want to tell us a little bit about the game?
Yeah, Iridium originally started in 2016, but it was actually a vertical scrolling game originally, but it didn't work. So I had a good think about it and decided to go sideways, and since then it's carried on and developed and got better and better.
I take it Iridium 2 was a big inspiration for you in this game. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah, Uridium, Iridium 2, Gradius, or Nemesis as it's called in other places, and even Xenon 2 because of some of the weapons later on in the game. So they've got lots of old classic shoot 'em ups inspired from it.
Excellent. It's really interesting to see all of you guys here together because when I'm a filmmaker, and when we make films, it's really a team effort, and usually it starts with the producer or director. So I would say that would be you in this case, James. That you're like the game equivalent here, and then the director has got to pick like a team of artists to work with them. So how'd you go about like finding Akira, Kevin, and Dan to work on this project?
I'd previously worked with Kevin a year or two before, working on a remake of a Spectrum game called Lunar Jetman. So once I said a bit about doing this one, he was interested, so we started off. And then I put a message on the EAB looking for someone to do music, and Akira kindly got back to me, and there we go. Dan was a much more recent person who I met through the Kickstarter, effectively, but...
Excellent. So so Iridium is a Kickstarter. I know I'm a backer and a beta tester. How long have you been working on the game?
2016 December was the first video I think I put on YouTube with it, but you look at the old videos and it's very, very different now compared to what it was then.
Yeah, I can't wait. We did have you guys on the stream. I don't know, was it like a year and a half ago? And I can't wait to see how it's come along. I want to, get into the game pretty quick so people can see what we're talking about. But do you guys have anything else that you would like to add at the beginning here, Akira, Kevin, or Dan, about your involvement in the game? How you got on board? What attracted you to the game? It's a quiet group we got here.
It's been a fairly long journey, actually. I was just asking James before how long we've been working on the project, and 2016. I'll have to dig through those archives. I just looked at some old graphics, and I'm glad we're not showing them publicly.
I mean, Amiga Love is in the chat. What's up, buddy? He says, Akira, your studio is amazing. Welcome to the stream, Akira. It's great to have you here. So, like, from an artist standpoint, how do you guys approach a game like this? Did like what state was the game in when you guys came on? Akira, like, what was your approach musically to the game when you first? I don't know if you saw any of the graphics for it, or what was your approach? Were you inspired by Iridium music?
Yeah, James sent me. I don't know if I saw some videos he sent me or an early version of the game, probably some videos, and I knew he was into this kind of trance sort of music of the early 2000s, late 90s. And I remember when he showed me the videos, he had some music playing in the background. I'm like, hey, that music goes kind of well with that. So I tried to do something in that sort of vibe, kind of early-ish, trancey sounding European sort of music, which is something I never really do. So that was interesting, and I don't know, I just went along and started doing stuff with it. I don't know, something came out. Not really sure if it's perfect or for the game or not, but James seems to like it, so I'm fine with that.
That's great.
What did you use? Did you use an Amiga at all making the music, Akira, or was it all PC based?
No, I'm a heretic. No, Amiga was used in the making of this music.
That's okay. Wait, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't use computers to make music anymore. Like, I just use the computer to record and edit like the final part. But I have all this crap back here, which is just a bunch of synthesizers from the 80s, mostly a few modern. That's what I'm using now. But in 2016, I was starting to build this setup, so it was very different to what I have now. So the music has changed a bit as I acquired some other equipment. So now if I try to play from the source the tunes I made first for the game, they sound a little bit different because there's some gear I don't have anymore, and it just sounds a little bit different. So I'm thinking if I will re-record what I did before with the new gear, or if I'll just leave it as it is. There's a few things I have to look into, but that's like in the final part of what we have to do. Like right now I have to do a bunch of sound effects, which I'm really late on, and it's a bit more different to do sound effects than it's music. It's been a learning process for me because I never really made a soundtrack or sound for a game. So that was great. I learned a lot in the process.
Oh wow, that's awesome. I want to talk to you more about that as well, Akira, in your learning process. But Kevin,
Sure.
obviously, the other guys like Akira, he's like saw some of your visuals to kind of give him some inspiration. But when you start out making graphics for a game, like, does this just all come from your brain? Like, where does it start when you just have a blank canvas?
I guess you sort of look at the games that we were referring to start with, and you just try and think of how you might want to color it, how you, just the style of it, and you sort of experiment with different things. I think I went through a few revisions of rock tiles, for example, and it wasn't quite right, keep changing it. So you keep updating files and trying to improve it all the time. So it's looking at other games as inspiration, of course, but trying to use your own imagination if you can. But yeah, and get advice from everyone else in the team too. If something's not quite right, change it. Of course, James has done a lot of little tweaks himself with the graphics, which has been awesome. So that's always helped too.
Excellent. I'm just getting the game queued up here because I want to show people what we're talking about. I just want to give you guys a little bit of an intro so they know they can put a face to the work. And Dan, so you're a newcomer to Iridium, and I believe you are doing a port to Nintendo Switch. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. About a year ago now, maybe just under a year ago, I saw Iridium floating around on a few of the indie game dev boards and whatnot. It was actually just before the Kickstarter, so the timing was really good that I ran into James and then Kevin, and it's kind of weird. Kevin, in this whole world, Kevin ended up living in the same city as I did, so it kind of worked out pretty sweet like that. But I just saw it, loved Uridium, of course, loved the old 64 games, Amiga games, and I just really had to be a part of it. And I think by the end of the first couple of weeks, James was probably about ready to block me on the various forums and chat programs because I was just like, let me at it. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Well, I tell you what, I think we need to start playing the game. I want to show everyone. I mean, this game looks great, it sounds great, and it's a blast to play. And and we're gonna keep talking. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna load up the game. I'm gonna switch over to my game view, and I think I'm gonna change this this setup so whoever is talking will be on the screen, because I don't want to take up too much screen real estate, because I want people to see the game. So I'm just doing this on the fly. Let's see if this works, guys. I'm gonna fire up the game. I'm gonna be playing it on a PC. I'm going over here. Okay, this looks good. I'm going to start the game, the Iridium demo. Let's see if I can do this. So now, theoretically, like whoever is talking should pop up on the screen. So here, this is gorgeous. So Kevin, you did all the graphics, right, including the splash screen?
Yeah, yep. Well, I mean, there's a few other graphics. Like I said, James helped tweak as well, which was great. So
I'm just turning down the volume here a little bit. It's loud. There we go. I just need to open up my mixer for a second here, guys. VLC player. Okay, there we go. Let's see if this worked. There we go. I'm gonna turn up the mix over here. Sorry, guys. I'm just doing this mix like live. I'm just gonna give a yeah, perfect. Akira, the music sounds amazing. It's incredible, dude.
Thanks.
It needs to be louder. I don't know. All right, there we go. Awesome. So Akira, how much music did you make for this game?
So far, I think I have 10 finished tracks, maybe 11 or something like that. There's a lot. Actually, made more. Those are the ones that made the cut. Every now and then, I go back to the old discarded ones to see if something will work again for it. But so far, I haven't brought back any from the dead. But yeah, that will make the cut is about 10, 12 tracks, and others were made that have been discarded.
Wow, that's awesome. That's a lot of music. How much time is that?
I have no idea, because a lot of them I made them just thinking, okay, it's going to be a short loop for the game, but then I extended them because we have a soundtrack goal from Kickstarter, so some of them have been extended. I really don't know. Like 10 are for sure like the length of whatever a CD will be, so about an hour, and the other bits and bobs make for another 30 minutes or whatever, depends on the tune.
Wow, that's so. There's going to be a CD release as well when the game comes out.
Yeah, some backers have gotten a perk that is a soundtrack of the game.
Very cool. That's awesome. So James, why don't you tell me a little bit? So this game is a Kickstarter, but it's going to be launched on Steam soon, if I'm not mistaken. Is that how? So if you didn't back the Kickstarter, you're going to be able to purchase this on Steam. Is that correct?
Yes, it's coming out on Steam and itch.io. In fact, you can actually download the demo from itch.io at the minute. Steam, you can't launch a game at the weekend on Steam, as far as I can tell. So it's going to wait till Monday.
So that you'll be able to download the demo on Steam on Monday. So if you do !game or !Iridium in the chat, it will give you a link to their Steam page. And this is awesome. This really does look like Uridium 2, like heavy inspiration. I love it how you can go in both directions, forward and backwards. It's gorgeous. The game looks amazing. Kevin, amazing job, dude. If anyone, Mia loves chocolate, thank you so much for the sub. If anyone has any questions for the team, please do @AmigaBill in the chat, and hopefully I will see it. If I miss it, just keep doing it again. I hope the mix is all right. I know the music's probably a little bit low, but I don't want to drown out the sound of the guys. A little bit later, I'll turn up the music loud so you can really hear it, but I don't want to drown out the sound of the guys. So Kevin, the graphics are gorgeous. I understand that you may have used some Lightwave 3D to create these. Is that correct?
yeah, all the 3D models are Lightwave. Yeah, Photoshop is the other program I use. Yeah.
It looks gorgeous.
Nice to have that Amiga connection.
Yeah, so it's cool. So it's got a little Amiga DNA in it. I like it. So I'm playing on the normal level now, and it's pretty hard. James, how many levels are in this game?
In total, there are 6 levels, but each level has 4 stages, so there's 24 maps in total.
Wow, that is awesome. Hey, what's up, Sanzian01? Great to see you. The game is super fun, and I love the music. It's a great, it's just a really fun game to play. It's challenging, but it's not too hard. I love it. The tricky thing for me at first was getting the hang of these mountains. But I see like the red indicator there on the mountains. And I always end up hitting the mountains, but now I'm getting used to it, so it's good. And so there's a few things you can do here. I'm just using my regular weapon right now. If I hit, which key is it? This one. I can use my powerful weapon, right? So we've got 2 different types of weapons here, and then we have power ups on the bottom. So right now I have a speed up, and I can purchase it on the fly, which I love. You don't have to go into a store or anything. You can just purchase it right away. So what are the different power ups we have down there, James?
These are the ones you get initially, which you have speed up, rear fire, diagonal fire, faster main weapon, which there's 3 levels of, and then extra shields, which gives you, I think it's 50% health or 50% shield strength extra each one. And the end one is like the option weapon from Nemesis Graduus. So you got like an orb following you that also fires the same as you.
It's a huge game. Wow. I thought I played a lot of it, but apparently I didn't.
In the shop, there's 2 of the main weapons, and there's homing missiles instead of rockets, and all sorts of extras. But also remember, you can charge up your main weapon like an R-Type if you hold fire down. So.
Milo, this is right now I'm playing on the PC, but there's also going to be a Nintendo Switch port. So Dan, do you want to tell us a little bit about porting this to the Nintendo Switch and like why you thought this was a good game for the Switch?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just look at it. It's the perfect kind of game for the Switch, especially for older school gamers or anyone who likes sort of arcade action kind of games. Switch is an incredible platform for these type of titles, and we see that. You see people like Sony, Konami, all these old school action arcade devs bringing pretty much every game they've ever made for any other platform over to it. It's in your hand. It's portable. You can just whip it out and have a few, have a session, play a few levels, stick it away, and then come back to it, whenever you're ready again. I think the Switch is absolutely incredible, and I think in a game like Iridium, which is an incredibly hardcore shooter, just fits it so perfectly. It also works wonderfully in widescreen, this game. I'm not sure what resolution you're playing it at there on the stream. It actually looks like it's coming through in widescreen, but it's it just fits it so well.
Yeah, I'm not playing. My screen is a 4K screen, so I'm playing it above 1920 by 1080, but I'm not playing it at the full 4K because I'm playing it in a window. When I play it at the full 4K resolution, for some reason it disappears. So James, we'll talk about that. I'm a beta tester, so.
Yeah.
But so I'm playing it. It's like 2000 something. It is amazing that you can get an Amiga style game on the PC or Switch these days. I don't have a Switch, Dan, but this may be a system seller for me.
Oh, I hope so. We'll send you a special signed copy if you buy a Switch for it. We're planning a digital release on Switch with a bit of luck. If we can speak to the right people at the right times, we're hoping to do a limited run of a retail copy. So something you go and pick up in a store or order a physical copy online. There's a few specialist publishing houses around that will do small runs for more niche games. Cost quite a lot of money, and it's a little bit difficult to get a game published in retail these days because the eShop is so popular. But we are hoping we'll see something in retail. I mean, it's great to have a box on your shelf versus the digital download. The digital download would be great, I think, and we'd be all stoked to see that. But a real copy sitting up there on the shelf.
I couldn't agree more. I think I love physical copies because it makes it feel real, especially like when it's something that you've created. I'm a photographer, and like exhibiting my work online is great, but when you actually have like a print of it and you can put it on the wall, that's when it really feels real, and especially with a lot of these Amiga games, they've come out with some like really amazing box sets, and just having the beautiful artwork and the box and like the floppy disk on my shelf is just it makes it a lot more valuable to me. I absolutely love it. It's great. Yeah, I need to get a Switch. This is awesome. This is like the perfect game for a Switch. It totally is. So James, I'm playing here. I've got a power up. I've got a weapon firing in each direction now, which is awesome. I see. I died a couple times. So can you explain the shields to me? Do the shields regenerate?
Yes, the shields, which is the blue bar at the top, gradually regenerate up until the point where they're totally destroyed, and then they don't until you pick up a health pickup. And health and shield pickups come from enemy ships, which randomly drop them. So
Okay.
if you get damaged, it's worthwhile going back along the level and finding some enemy ships to shoot to get some extra health.
Very, very cool. Kevin, I'm absolutely loving the artwork when we switch over to you there. How many like assets did you have to make for this game? I see lots of different enemies here, and wow, I can't even imagine the amount of work that went into this. Kev, it looks gorgeous.
Oh, there's a lot actually. Excuse me. There's a post of what we've got for the Kickstarter, and I think there's at least 68, 70 enemies. With I don't know, we've got a dozen of turrets, and there's different style themes. Yeah, it took some time, but we tried to streamline it a little bit, where we've got a template graphic sheet to work from, and then we just reskin it basically.
Yeah, guys, what we're going to do is Kevin sent me some amazing behind-the-scenes footage, and we're going to take a look at that in a little while. I just wanted you guys to get a feel for the game. Captain John Archer's got 2 great questions. He said, are you ever going to do a mini version for the Amiga? And Kevin, did you do every single pixel that we see here, or did you have help with the graphics?
Almost all graphics are mine, but yeah. Like you said, a little help here and there with some of the effects, especially like the smoke particle effects. James created all of that, for example.
So you modeled a lot of these ships in Lightwave. Did you use Lightwave for all the modeling, or just for a few of them?
Yeah, I'd say all of them. Anything that spins around and looks 3D. Yeah, these turrets are in 3D.
That's awesome. So I imagine you used like the standalone PC version of Lightwave, like the modern version of Lightwave. Is that correct?
Yeah, kind of. I've got a license for the PC and Mac actually, but
it's awesome that that Lightwave is still being used today. How does Lightwave compare to other major 3D modeling and rendering programs today, like Cinema 4D? I know a lot of people like Cinema 4D, and they like the free one. I can't think of the name of the Blender.
Blender. Yeah, I've been tempted actually with Cinema 4D. I've seen some really nice stuff from there, but I'm trying to stick with Lightwave if I can.
Captain John said he's very glad he backed this game. Sanzine's got a great question for Dan. Dan, what is it like porting between the PC and Switch?
Good question. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Switch is a very powerful console, so it allows us to run pretty much anything that can run on a PC. It's still mobile. It's running on some NVIDIA graphics and ARM chipsets for CPU. So, as long as the game is written pretty well on PC, it should run pretty well on the Switch as well. You have to look at things like how the shader systems works, for the materials of the graphic systems work, and maybe do a bit of special treatment for the Switch to sort of play to its strengths. But I mean, it's challenging, it's fun, but it's not. I don't want to put myself out of a job here. It's not overly complex either. It's if you have tenacity, you can pretty much bring anything that you'll see on PC across to it. I've done a lot of porting over the years. My industry is the games industry. I've been doing it for getting close to 20 years now, and a lot of that is porting or developing games for multi-platforms, going way back to sort of early Nintendos and early Xbox, early PlayStations. So I've kind of got a bit of a good handle on bringing a title from one platform to another. I think this one, it took about 2 weeks of groundwork to get it sort of where it was actually displaying something on the Switch. And from there, it was probably about another week to having it fully playable. I remember the very first first time we looked at it, I had to take a screenshot and send it to the guys and say, hey, do you guys recognize what this part of the game is? And it just looked like gibberish. It was like the Matrix kind of thing. And they said, oh, that's just the text, but it's rendered upside down and right to left instead of left to right. So, oh, okay, right, no worries, tweak this, tweak that, and boom, all of a sudden we had the Iridium logo on the screen with this text scrolling. And I think that was ground zero for the Switch, wasn't it, James?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so it was exciting times. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean,
That's awesome.
actually-
If you're just joining the stream, we are playing Iridium. It is a new game that's going to be on the PC and Switch. There's a demo that's going to be downloadable on Steam tomorrow, and this demo I'm playing right now is available on itch.io to play right now. So it's going to be a game that's on the PC and Nintendo Switch, but all of the people who made this game are Amiga people. They're big players in the Amiga community, and this game is inspired by the Iridium games that's on the Amiga. So welcome to the stream, everyone. James, what did you program this game in?
This is all using C++ and my own graphics engine.
Your own graphics engine. Wow, excellent.
Yeah, because I also came from games as well, so I've always just been programming, and this is my own system. So one thing I've noticed though, you need to hold down the fire button and do a charge up, sort of where like R-Type almost.
Oh, there we go. Nice. I can see my charge going down at the top of the screen. That's pretty rad.
Yeah. But yeah, it's all C++, DirectX 11. It's the 5th version of my graphics engine. It does do 3D and VR and everything else, but this is what I wanted to write. So,
So when you're working with Dan on the port, like, what do you guys give him? So like, does he take all the original graphics from Kevin and all the original music from Akira and your code? Like, how does that process work?
yeah, basically I give him all the code for the background graphics library and the game on top of that, and all the resources for the music and the graphics from Akira and Kevin. And he builds it all and gets it all working lovely in a very nice manner. So it's all coming on the road.
Yeah. I close my eyes and press a button and it just works.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Let me get Akira up here. Akira, the music is incredible, dude. It's a really big part of this game. Like, I love games that have, in-game music. Every time there's an Amiga game with in-game music, it just makes it a really awesome experience for me. So you said you used real instruments to make this, is that correct?
Yeah, well, some people will say that they're not real instruments.
Akira, you're a little bit low.
They are. Low?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're just a little bit low in volume, I think.
Is it better now?
Oh, there you go. Perfect. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so I basically have a late 90s studio setup. That's the best way to describe it. I made an effort to get all gear from that time and a few modern things. A bunch of years ago, I decided to stop making music with a computer because it didn't feel very inspiring. I felt kind of stuck. And yeah, I've been doing that for several years now. I feel like I have the way I like it now, and it's very good, but it took a while to get to that point.
It's awesome that you used stuff like from actual equipment from the 90s. It makes it feel a lot more authentic.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain things that have a sound that it's just from that period. Like I have two of the synths that were made by Bob Jans, the guy who made the Sid chip. And when he formed his company called Ensoniq, I absolutely love all the Ensoniq stuff, and they have this sound that is just from that period. And but I use them more in like a 90s fashion. I'm like a 90s kid, I will say. So I have most of the music I make has a big influence from music from the 90s, more than the 80s. But yeah, it's stuff that people use like back when we had Amiga games. It's stuff that people used to sample to put music into games, like instruments like the DX7, which I don't have, or the Roland XB50, or here I have an Alpha Juno that's very popular too. What else do I have? I don't know. All this stuff that usually was the sound source to make samples to put into games. So even though the music doesn't sound like a 90s Amiga game, especially because I was aiming for something a little bit later. It still has a little bit of a shared DNA with that kind of music from back then.
That's awesome. Was there anyone in particular that inspired you from back then? Like when I think, I've just been thinking a lot about like like drum and bass groups like Goldie, because I was listening to DJ Nest's mix that he sent me from the late '90s for the stream, and I also love that time period because we were young, going out to clubs, and I have a lot of really good memories. Were there any like musicians in particular that inspired you for this music?
I mean, I heard so much stuff throughout my life, and especially from that period. It will be impossible to cite just one influence because I feel like all of that stuff kind of mashed up into me and formed something weird. But specifically for Iridium, I was really looking into the classic kind of beginnings, or I don't know if it was the beginnings, but it's like sort of trancey music from the late 90s, like 99 to early 2000s or something like that. It has a very specific kind of sound with all these super saws and all this kind of thing. And I thought that sound kind of was fitting for a spacey shoot 'em up, and I just tried to do that, and it just worked. It could have been awful, but it wasn't. So we just went with it. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say it really makes a lot of sense because you say it's good for like a spacey shooter, and it really does suit it. I didn't put my finger on that, but now that you say it, I'm like, oh yeah, like this music totally fits a spacey shooter. It's perfect.
I wanted to have these like pad sounds which are a bit spacey, and I use a bunch of reverb and delays to try to make it have this kind of sound, and it's very synthetic at the same time, which I quite like, and it also makes it a bit futuristic. I don't know. I don't really think much about these things. I sort of do it. Like I know there's people that have this really precise idea what they want to do, and they are very specific. Like, yeah, try to do this and that. I mostly just sit down and do something, and I figure out if it works, if I feel like it works, and if it does, great, and if not, I try again. It's very simple from that point of view.
So when you're making the music, at what point did you see Kevin's graphics? Like, did you see the graphics right away and that helped inspire you? Or were you just kind of doing everything in your head? Like, do you play the music along with the game and see how the music is working with the game? How does that work?
Well, that's a big problem because my computer is crap and broken, so I can't do this at the same time. It will be ideal, but I don't have that resource, so I do a lot of back and forth, like making stuff in isolation from the game and then going to the game and trying it out. James has made it really easy for me to just, if I want, replace the files and try stuff out at home without bothering. So that's great, but it's a bit more complicated because of that. But I don't remember what graphics were there when I saw it first. I think Kevin's work was there from the beginning, at least from when I entered the game. And I mean, I love the game from the get-go. It was great, and it looked, even back then, I mean, I'm sure he's gonna be like, oh no, this back stuff, the old stuff looks crap, because that's how I think about my music too, but I thought it looked brilliant from the get-go. It just looks better every time. But yeah, I have a disconnection right now between the actual game and the music. I cannot make the music and try at the same time, so there's like a period between making the music or the sound effects and trying it in the game. That makes things go a little bit slower, but that's all I can do for now.
Well, it's working well. It mixes in with the game like extremely well, man. Great job. Captain John has got a great question for James. James, what did you program in before, and do you also create Amiga games?
It all goes back to BASIC on the Spectrum originally, and then 64, but that was horrible BASIC. I've never got into assembly on that, unfortunately. And then on the Amiga, it was Amiga Basic by Microsoft, which was absolutely horrendous. Before I went to go to Amos and then Blitz Basic 2, I think that was. And finally, then when I worked in the industry, I went over to doing C, and then later on C++, or at least the good bits of C++ anyway.
What other Amiga games have you worked on?
I've got a Arkanoid clone, multiple gravity force thrust type games. I seem to have written about 4 of them. About restarted and never finished strategy games, like turn-based ones, a bit like Laser Squad and the original XCOM Rebel Star type stuff. I've still got a Gravity Force game I want to finish off because it's basically done other than the levels, but I was still writing that just before 2000, I think it was. I was still using my Amiga 4000 to actually develop at the point.
Excellent. I have to play some of your Amiga games, James. They sound. You gotta finish them too.
Yeah. Well, the Gravity Force one is definitely going to get done because it's basically done other than setting the levels up, really. And that had 2-player split-screen deathmatch mode, which was always the best part of Gravity Force.
Oh, very, very cool. Steps has got a question for each member of the team. Steps wants to know what your favorite sci-fi movie is.
Oh, Aliens. Got to be Aliens.
Aliens. Akira, how about you? What's your favorite sci-fi movie?
Aliens is a very good choice, but I'll go with
2001: Space Odyssey, Stanley Kubrick.
2001. Yeah, sorry.
Awesome. I think that's my favorite as well. I'm a huge Kubrick fan. I read this great book by Vincent LaBruto about Stanley Kubrick, and Stanley Kubrick is from New York. He's from the Bronx. So he listed like his school that he went to. He even like gave the addresses of where Stanley Kubrick used to live. And I went and I meditated at every spot in New York where Kubrick used to have a residence. That's how much of a Kubrick fan I am. Oh, Akira.
That's awesome.
I see you've got Uridium 2 there in the background. I didn't notice that before. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I had a TV there with stuff, so I just put the game on.
That's cool. Kev, how about you? What's your favorite sci-fi movie?
I think Kev's muted.
Yep, no, you're good now. Oh, the sun has risen. Nice, Kev. We got a little more light on you now.
Yeah, a bit more sunshine now.
What was your favorite sci-fi movie?
Well, I'd say one of my favorite ones is Blade Runner, and I particularly like the one where Harrison Ford he talks over the movie.
Blade Runner is a great choice. I love Blade Runner as well. I actually really liked the new one, 2049 as well. I thought it was excellent. I was really down when I heard they were like doing another Blade Runner. I was like, oh man, it's gonna be terrible. But I actually really enjoyed it. I loved it. And you know,
I like that.
I'm a big fan of the cinematographer who shot it too, Roger Deakins. He's one of my heroes, and the movie it looked amazing, and it was a good movie. I think it really took the series in a good place.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Dan, how about you? What's your? I'll put Dan. Dan is on voice only, so I'll put I guess I'll put James up. Dan, what's your favorite sci-fi?
I'm up there with Blade Runner 2, but really my favorite is quite camp actually. It might come against these very serious sci-fi. It's actually Flash Gordon.
Very cool.
Classic.
Flash Gordon is awesome. I love Flash Gordon. It's even though it's like that campy like 1970s sci-fi, it's really cool. It's really fun. Yo, Amiga Live, thank you so much for the resub, and Spider MWA, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate that so much, Spider. It's a real pleasure to have you and all your viewers. We are actually not playing an Amiga game right now. We are playing a brand new game called Iridium. It is going to be available on PC and the Nintendo Switch, but it's made by a team of Amiga guys. Let's see. Let me go back to here. Let's see if I can do this. There we are. Let's see if this is probably gonna get all mixed up now. Boom. Come on. Let's see if I can click on this. There we are. Perfect. Oh wow, it even went back to the right template. So in the upper left corner, we got Akira, who did the amazing music. In the center, we've got James, who is the mastermind behind it. He did all the coding for the game Iridium. In the upper right corner, we got Kevin Saunders, who did the gorgeous graphics and even used the Lightwave 3D, which has its roots in the Amiga. And in the lower right, we've got Dan, who is doing the port of Iridium to the Nintendo Switch. And like we were saying before, the Switch is like the perfect platform for this game. So welcome to the stream, everyone. And guys, thanks so much for coming on. And if you have a question for me or the team, well, really for the team, just do @AmigaBill, and I will ask them the question. Sanzine01 has got a question for Dan. Do you know when the Switch version will be out?
Yeah, we're trailing a little bit behind the main PC version, but at this rate, I'd say it'd be anywhere between 1 to 2 months after we see PC released. Probably, maybe a little sooner.
Oh, that's not bad at all. And James, when is the PC version scheduled to release?
I'm aiming for the end of July at the minute.
End of July. Okay, nice. Summer release. Hopefully, things will be back to normal by then. It'll be good.
Yeah,
Excellent.
plenty of time to finish off.
Comatron, what's up, buddy? He's asking if online co-op is possible, and how hard would that be to implement?
Not for this one, but maybe for the sequel.
No problem, no problem. Yeah, it's a lot. I'm sure it's a lot of work. It's a great suggestion, though, Comatron.
Oh yeah.
Akira, Captain John Archer's got a great question for you. He's asking if the soundtrack will be available on Bandcamp or released in other formats.
Yeah, I had the idea to put it on Bandcamp. Not really sure. We'll see. I think maybe. Currently, I have like a Bandcamp page made for it and everything, but we'll see what happens and see how I feel about it.
Awesome. Did you mention that there's going to be? Did I hear there's going to be a CD release? Is that true or is that not true?
Yeah, no, that's for sure happening. The backers that got that perk will get the soundtrack CD, but if the soundtrack is available after that point on Bandcamp on a digital download, that's what I will have to see if we'll do it or not.
Oh, very cool. That's awesome. It's really nice to have both options. That would be that's really sweet. So you can download it digitally, or you can have the physical CD on the shelf. Who's designing the physical release?
Yeah. The people who have the people who get the disc will get the digital Bandcamp copy. But I don't know if I'm gonna be offering it after that, or if we'll see if we just keep it for the people that have the perk only. That's what I meant. But
Gotcha.
there will have a Bandcamp link to the disc. That's what.
Very, very, very cool. I'm excited. I'm excited for the CD. You know, I've got I have the soundtrack to Reshooter like in my car, and I rock out to that. So this is gonna be a really good soundtrack for driving as well. Yo.
Okay.
Draws, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. If you're just joining the stream, we are playing a new game called Iridium, and we have all the developers on. We've got Akira does the music, James did all the coding, Kevin did all the graphics, and Dan is porting it to Nintendo Switch. These are all Amiga guys from the Amiga community making their dreams come true on the PC and on the Switch. Now, I imagine, James, you know, as much as you want to make an Amiga game, I imagine you probably went in the direction of PC and Nintendo Switch to broaden your audience a little bit.
Yeah, I'd already got the engine, everything already working, and it was just easier, to be fair. I haven't got the engine support on the Amiga to do it justice.
Sure. Yeah, so you had your dream, and you figured Amiga wasn't quite powerful to do that. So check this out, guys. Kevin sent me some amazing behind-the-scenes footage that I'd like to share with you now, because I don't even know where you start when it comes to designing a game. So Kev, maybe you can speak to this. I'm gonna turn off the game, even though the music is great. And Akira, you know, let me just pump up the music for 1 second before I turn off the game, so everyone can hear it. Let's turn this up to here. Sounds awesome.
Get ready.
Oh, that's from Justified.
Down. Warning. Game over.
I'm just playing a little music for you guys because I had it low before.
Get ready.
I'm not gonna shoot so you can hear the music. Beautiful work, Akira. It's awesome. Sorry, every time I try to adjust the mix, the sound cuts out because I leave the Iridium window. Awesome job, Akira. The music. I can't wait to hear all the music because I've only heard the first couple songs because I haven't made it so far.
Thanks.
But yeah, it sounds amazing,
I
dude.
know. I'm terrible at the game, so I don't get to hear the tunes in the game much either.
That's hilarious. Yo, what's up? Ash said hi. Great to have you. Again, Spider, thank you so much for the raid. And Boyo Wilkins, thank you so much for the follow, Boyo. Welcome to the stream. Normally I play Amiga games, but today we have some key members of the Amiga community that made a new PC and Nintendo Switch game, and it's called Iridium, and we were playing it now. And we're gonna get a little behind the scenes look at some of the graphics work right now. So welcome everyone to the stream. I appreciate everyone hanging out. I hope you're all enjoying it. If you have a question for the team, please do add Amiga Bill so I can see your question, and I'll ask the team. So I'm gonna close out the Iridium window here. I'm gonna close my mixer, and I'm gonna let's see. I think I had that ready before, and I think I closed it. Let me go over to my directory here where I got some of Kevin's behind the scenes work, and this is amazing. When you see this, this is incredible. Dropbox. Let's see. Go over here. So there, some people are asking who's got the bird. Does anyone have a bird, or is that just like feedback? I think it's just feedback.
I haven't got one. We got a cat.
You got a cat? No, then you definitely don't have a bird.
Could be,
Not me.
could be the crows outside.
All right, so I've got two videos here, Kev. I've got making of Iridium speed painting, and I've got Iridium creating maps. So when you first start, which one would you like to talk about first?
Oh, I don't mind. Just play whichever one, and I'll talk to it if you like.
Okay, perfect. I'll open up the creating maps first. It's 800 speed, and it's a long video. I think it's like what? Oh, there we go. I am gonna lower the music while you're talking though. All right, let me go full screen on it. Perfect. All right, go for it, Kev. This is amazing. Wow.
So this is just as you were saying, Bill, a speed up process of how we create the maps. And there's actually a lot of layers. I should also point out that James has created almost all the maps, but I've made one or two. And this is probably very similar to what James does when he creates it as well. And we use the map tiled editor, which is open source. And we've been using this for a lot of the Amiga games as well, actually. Yeah, so this is just me kind of mashing together some levels.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
So you're creating some parts here, and then I can copy paste these parts around the map in different locations, rotate them, flip them.
What software is this?
This is called Map Tiled Creator. Just going to get the link.
And it's a PC program.
Yeah, it is. PC, Mac, Linux.
Awesome.
That's
And
brilliant.
it is amazing. Comatron, you're right. Also, that when these Amiga guys get together and make a game, the Amiga spirit is definitely in the game. It's awesome. So what did you originally create these assets in?
Use Photoshop.
You use Photoshop for all the assets, and then you put them together in this map creator. How big are the maps?
Ooh, James, how big's the maps?
The maps are sort of between 500 and 800 blocks horizontally and about 50 or 60 vertically. And then there's about 16 layers of parallax as well per map.
16 layers of parallax. Holy
Yeah.
That's
Takes ages to get up.
that's insane. Now, in an Amiga game, how many, like, you know, when I think of parallax, the first one that comes to mind is like Shadow of the Beast. How many layers of parallax would that have?
Oh, I'm not sure. That had lots at the time. They were very specific because they got all sorts of extra depth, graphics and all sorts on. Very, very impressive.
Oram, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I don't know why I've closed captions on you. I don't even know how to turn them off on this. I know there's music VLC. I know there's music. Subtitles, subtract, disable. Thank you. And we can go full screen again. I don't even know VLC that well. There we go. Wow, that's amazing. So Kevin, is your process basically first you make all the assets and then you put them into the map, or do you kind of create them simultaneously? How does that work?
Yeah, it's a little bit of both. So you'd have most of the graphics to start with, and when you add new elements, I might add the pipes or the flooring and draw some tiles out and then test it out in the map editor to see how they tile.
That's amazing. Did you use any other tools? Like, where does Lightwave come in? Is that just for the enemies and not the maps?
Yeah, mainly the enemies. I did entertain the thought of creating the map in.
It's incredible.
Probably take more time.
And how many maps did you say there in the game?
24 in total.
24 maps. Wow, that is quite the effort. Oh, Shadow the Beast had like 12 levels to Parallax. That's awesome. I can put a little music on, sure. So Kev, I believe that you this video is from your YouTube channel. So and you also have a Patreon where you show people how you create all the graphics for all these amazing games, and you did the graphics for Reshooter, which are just stunning. And I can't wait to try Reshoot Proxima 3. Do you want to give a little plug about where we can find your work? Are you there, Kev? I think Kev froze. James, I still see you moving. I think Kevin froze.
Yeah, I'm still there. Enjoy watching Kevin.
Kev, just hang up and sign in again. Let's see. Hang up and sign in. It's not easy having a video chat around the world.
It's amazing that you can do it, really.
Yeah. So Kevin and Dan are in Australia. James is on the screen right now, is in the United Kingdom, and Akira and I are both in New York. So it is definitely a worldwide stream. Oh, I think Kevin's back.
This is insane, yeah.
Kev, you're back, right?
Yeah, back now. Sorry about that.
No problem.
I was almost gonna tether my mobile to the internet.
No worries, no worries. Thank you, Cracks. Thank you, I appreciate it. Again, if anyone has any questions for the team, please fire them off to me, and we'll ask them. Wow, this is a quite. So Kevin, I was just saying before you froze up, where can we see your work when we're offline? I know you have a Patreon and you have a YouTube channel as well.
Yeah, I can paste that on. There's a few pages. There's an Amiga blog, and there's a Patreon site, and we have Twitter links. I could probably just post them somewhere.
You can put them in the chat. Yep, you can put them in the chat. That'd be great.
Okay.
Cheers. Captain John is asking you how long it took you to do this one map that we're looking at right here, Kev.
I'd say that map probably took at least half a day.
Half a day, that's all? I thought you were going to say like half a month at least.
It's probably maybe a day, because you can work a little bit faster once you know how to piece it together. I think I recorded this in 4 sessions.
Wow, incredible. Hey, Richard is here. What's up, Richard? Thank you. Thanks for so welcome to the stream, Richard. Richard is the creator of Reshooter and the new game that's coming out, Reshoot Proxima 3. Richard, we have to do it again. We'll do it again. We'll get some Germany in the stream as well when your game comes out. I can't wait. I'm so excited, Richard. I hope it's going well. Kev, I'm gonna play the next video. So this is the map creation. It's amazing. So let me just ask you a question. When you create these maps, do you like kind of sketch it out first? Do you have like a general idea of where you're gonna go with the map, or do you just kind of feel it as you go along?
This particular one, I had a bit of an idea what I'd like to create, but it does get to a point where you probably have to sit down separately and sketch it out. I'm sure James, he's the one who's made most of the maps, so he could probably answer best to that. But he's done some amazing maps.
That's awesome. Richard says he wants to see what you're up to when you're not working on Proxima. And by the way, again, Kevin and Dan, thank you so much for coming on the stream, because you guys are all the way down in Australia, and I know it's super early on a Monday morning for you. And normally on a Monday morning, I'm just like barely getting out of bed, making coffee, thinking about the week, and you guys are here, performing on a stream. So I appreciate your presence very much. So Dan, when I'm looking at Kevin create the maps here, like how do you convert a map from the PC to the Switch? Like what file, like what type of file is this map? Is it an image file? Like what is it that we're looking at right here?
It's a tile-led XML file or JSON file. Actually, I haven't actually dived right into exactly what format it is. I think, is it JSON or XML we're looking at here, James?
It's most similar to XML, but it's their own kind of custom mod on it.
Yeah. So the Switch version uses James's engine. So essentially, he wrote the engine and it's running on PC. So part of porting it over is the game over to the Switch is actually also porting over his engine. So essentially, that means any of the underlying tech that James had written to support the PC also runs on the Switch. So some of those nitty-gritty details, like what format is the map, I have no idea. It's James's working format that works on Switch now. So
That's super convenient. That's awesome. Litwarski, what's my favorite Amiga game apart from Uridium 2? Good one. I don't know. Maybe Reshooter. I think that's a good choice. I love Reshooter. It's amazing. All right, Kev, I'm gonna switch over to the next video. So this is the speed painting. Now, Kev, I took these off your YouTube channel because I want to try not to stream as much video as possible since we have a lot going on here. So I'm gonna switch back over to Kev. And Kev, do you want to explain to us a little bit what's going on here? Oh, Kev, you're muted. You're muted, Kev. Kev, you're muted. You're muted.
Sorry,
No
thank
problem.
you for that.
No problem.
Yes, this is just a process of how I create some graphics and just destroy them basically. So it's dirtying up the textures and using some of the filters and effects in Photoshop that you can warp, distort. This is just showing how I mangle the bits of metal here. So there's a warping tool, and there's different levels of destruction too. So you've got about 3 or 4 levels. So I'm creating a second version here, just airbrushing darker elements, darkening, just desaturating levels. Yeah.
It's awesome. So you're in Photoshop here, and I love how you're degrading them a little bit. It makes it feel real. It makes the ships feel like used instead of so clean and crisp.
Yeah, that was one of the features that James was really keen on adding, that we could destroy, especially the really large ships that you can blow pieces off and actually find other things underneath it and blow them off as well. So it's been a lot of fun doing that actually.
It's gorgeous. Your artwork is incredible, Kevin. I love it. I'm one of your biggest fans. And whenever Kev creates a piece of artwork, I'm like, oh no way, Kev made something new. I gotta check it out. I can't wait to see the reshoot Proxima as well. We got some good questions here. Captain John Archer has a question for Dan. With your 20 plus years experience, were you able to help James with some of the programming issues, or did you find any performance improvements which James could use in the PC version when you were porting it to Switch?
It's not quite 20. I'm heading up to 20. I'm not that old yet. I think there's been a few. I mean, James is a really good programmer. He's also a video games industry veteran. So there hasn't been a lot that I'm aware of that's gone back from Switch to PC. But in saying that, I have had to tailor some of the code so it runs better on Switch, or it's more suitable for Switch. Yeah, but I think once we do a final merge, once we get closer to a release date, James might hopefully take a look through and see if there's something you can pull back, and maybe for any updates and whatnot as well. But for now, essentially, James and Kevin and Akira are getting the game done, and I'm just taking that wholesale and making it work on the Switch. So there's not too much coming back just yet. You will see some Switch specific parts of the code, particularly around import and file systems, memory management, things like that, and they're not really applicable for the PC anyway. Hopefully some of the minor design changes that I've had to make to the Switch, we might see them ripple back to the PC. There's a lot of user interface, particularly around user interface requirements that Nintendo have when you develop and release a game on that platform. And you know how Nintendo are, pretty much everything they do is good. I mean, if they've made some specific UI thing a requirement, there's probably a very, very good reason for that. So we might see some of that stuff filtered back.
Very good. Speaking of the Switch, Richard's got a great question. How many units do you guys expect to sell of the Switch version?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah, 17 million at least.
Good answer. Good answer. Oh, and Litwarski was asking a question for you guys. Silly Billy thought he was asking me, but Litwarski's wondering, besides Iridium 2, what are your favorite Amiga games? Let's see if I can pull all of you guys up here. Let me see if I can do this. Let's see. This is tricky. Boom. Iridium full screen guests. Did I blow it? Oh, there we go. Perfect. I didn't. I'm good. So, Akira, why don't we start with you since you're up there in the upper left corner?
Sorry, I couldn't hear your question. What
Oh, the
was
question
it?
is, what are some of your favorite Amiga game?
Oof, that's a long list.
Just maybe top 3 then.
The thing is, I had to think something that's Amiga exclusive. Otherwise, it's not fun.
Okay. All right. Well, think about it. We'll come back to you.
I really like.
Oh.
I really like Soul 2, which maybe is not a very popular choice. Not the first one, but the second one I quite like. It's one of my favorites, I think. I can't choose Uridium 2, so what about? No, it's hard to tell. I play it on the original Amiga, so that doesn't count. And I can't really remember much. Oh, Mr. Nuts, I really like that one.
Oh,
So,
I think you mentioned that in the Discord once. That is a great game. That's a really funny one. Good stuff. Good stuff. James, how about you?
Turrican. That's one of my all-time favorite ones.
The
I
original
stood for
or
the first? Well, yeah, I stood for the first or the second one, to be honest. I think it's because I played it more because I had it originally, but that was my favorite shoot and run type thing. Then Battle Squadron and Uridium 2 are probably my favorite shoot 'em ups. But there's a lot of honorable mentions of like Xenon 2 and R-Type and Apidia. Venus the Flytrap, that was another good one. Let's see.
I never played
But
Venus the Flytrap. I'll have to look that one up.
yeah, that's a really good one. It's surprisingly good. But Cannon Fodder, of course, has got to be in the list because that's an epic game.
Oh, it's amazing. Kev, how about yourself?
It's hard to decide a favorite. I mean, I could base some things on how much time I've played. For example, played the Settlers game for many, many hours. I'll be sitting down for 8 hours at a time. Or it could be Hybris. I love shoot 'em ups. So Hybris is out there with Battle Squadron. And what we used to play as a family, actually, my brother and my father, we used to play Emerald Mines. And we just used to play that for hours and hours.
Excellent. Yeah, that's it's oh man. Now I'm thinking of my favorite games. How about you, Dan?
Yeah, that's a real tough one. I'll just have to go on time played. I think there was an AGA game came out pretty late in the Amiga's retail life. It was called Rockets. It was initially released as shareware, and then I think they did a retail release. Probably that's the most recent favorite. Then going back June 2, the old RTS. Spent a lot of time on that. I actually lost a job over that game when I had my A500 and used to play it till God knows what time in the morning every night. And I had to get up real early one day to open up the store, and I slept in because I was just playing this game and missed the open. And my boss cracked it at me and sacked me on the spot. That's rip, right? I'll go home and play some more June. I was happy as. Then there was another one called Roadkill, which was had this really heavy metal track over the top of it, like kind of thing, and you'd race around the car, kind of like a super advanced version of Skid Marks kind of thing. Yeah, probably those three.
Those are some good choices. It's so funny. Like when I get onto a project and I'm shooting a project, whether it's a documentary or a film, it really helps like a lot if I'm into the subject matter. So like, I take it you guys were all into this type of game. I hear you guys mention. So does that help when you are working on a game like this? Like if you're doing the graphics or the music for it, like does it help? I imagine it helps if you're into that genre of game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So would you say like shooters are kind of your favorite, Kev and Akira?
Yeah, they're certainly up there. That's for sure.
And
yeah, it's one of my favorite genres.
And I think music is really great for a shooter. Like I was saying, it gets you into a rhythm as well. Sometimes when the music is pumping in a shooter and I'm in the groove of the music, it helps me like time out my shots as well. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but I get into the groove. It becomes a big part of the game. So yeah, and I imagine if you were doing graphics though for like a dungeon crawler, like I'm not a big dungeon crawler guy, but if I was doing graphics for it, it could be cool too though, because you can create some like really amazing worlds to exist in. So that could be pretty rad as well. Yeah, you're welcome, Litwartsky. They are great answers. Does anyone else have any questions for the guys in chat? Kev, you also sent me some other stuff. We'll take a look at that now. I think you sent me some websites, and then we'll play some more of the game as well. Let me just make sure I turn that off. Good. That's good. Okay. Go over here. Bump. Amiga News. Where are we? Iridium stream. There we are. So Kev, I'm gonna head over to Amiga 1X. This blog that you sent me. Can you talk a little bit about this, Kev?
Sure. Let's see. What's that one? That's just showing me I use another software program called Motion. It's on the Mac, and that's creating some of the animations. You can see the animated GIF just below there. That's just showing all the different layers, all the components of the animations. You can create it in Photoshop, and then you import the Photoshop file.
So that's like an animated GIF that you did in Photoshop?
It's actually created in a software program called Motion.
Got you. And it's amazing that you document this whole process. I'm gonna put the link to this in the chat. So what do you document on this website? Just the Iridium process, or all the games that you're working on? Because you're working on quite a few.
Yeah, that particular blog is basically all the Amiga related things that I work on. Sometimes I might post a blog on other Amigans, and of course we post Iridium on there as well.
You know what? Well, I don't want to forget. Someone asked, is there a rough price of the game, James?
It's £10 or about $12, something like that.
That's a steal. This game is awesome. I'm telling you, I'm having an absolute blast for this game, and that is a sweet price. Is it the same price on PC and Switch?
I think that's what we're aiming for, but it's variable according to Nintendo, I think, a lot of the time. So.
Oh right, Nintendo, gotcha. They.
I say Dan no more than me on that front. So.
Got you. I'm looking here at a tutorial, Kev. It looks like you're doing a tutorial, Iridium shoot 'em up game creating a destroyable elements tutorial. Wow, this is pretty in depth. That's amazing. Do you want to tell us about creating destroyable elements?
Yeah, this particular graphic's interesting because this particular building we've converted into a 3D model now. So this started as a Photoshop design. I did think it was good enough, so we needed to make a 3D model. And these tutorials also go towards a book, an exclusive book that goes towards a Kickstarter. Yeah, so there will be a digital book on how we created the game.
Oh man, that's gonna be amazing. So James, on that topic, so what do people get when they purchase Iridium? I'm hearing a soundtrack, I'm hearing a CD, I'm hearing a making of book. What can they expect?
It depends what level they pledged at, because the minimum one was basically just get your name on the credits, but then it went all the way up through getting a digital copy of the game, or getting the CD, or getting a digital art book, a physical USB or CD release of the game.
So the Kickstarter is over now. Like, what if someone is just seeing the stream, they didn't even know about the Kickstarter, and they're like, "Damn, like I want to get the book, I want to get the CD." Is that possible?
It might be. We have to see how Akira wants to do the music on that front. So I'm happy for him to release if he wants to. So, book-wise, the digital one, I'm sure we can come to some arrangement, and Kevin's going to be more than happy, would have thought. But there's also a 3D printed model of the ship as well, which is one of the perks, which we're still working on at the minute.
Oh, very, very cool. Jock and a Frock is asking, is there any DLC planned? And Invent, yeah, if you drop the link to that video in the chat, we'll play it. I'd love to see it.
Potentially, we could add more levels and extras to it later on, but I think we have plans for a sequel maybe as well.
Oh, very, very cool. I guess the game's not even out yet, so it's a little bit hard for you to think past that at this point.
Yeah, but I want to work on more of the large ships because it's great fun blowing parts off them and they did get destroyed.
This is a really nice package here. Oh, there it is on the Switch. Nice. I see pictures of it working on the Switch. It must be awesome. Dan, I don't have a Switch. Oh, here's the video. Perfect. Does the Switch have an accelerometer in it? Whoa.
Yeah, it's got. We don't actually make use of that, but yeah, it has got something like a gyro in there. Yeah.
It looks awesome on the Switch. That is so cool. I gotta get a Switch for this. That is awesome.
It is the ideal platform, I think, and I'm only doing the PC version.
It looks awesome. That is so cool. Kev, I found the video by accident. Oh man. This is awesome. I want to play the game. I want to play the game some more. I'm gonna play a little more Iridium. And do you guys have anything that you want to add that I haven't quite asked you? The swish. Sometimes I go a little crazy when I'm streaming. Sometimes I can't talk after a few hours. Oops, I just clicked on the wrong thing. There we go. All right, boom. I'm gonna play a little more game.
So if you want to make it easy for yourself, I can tell you how to add extra in-game credits for yourself.
Sorry, James, what was that?
Do you want to have extra credits so you can get all the default weapons at the start of the game?
Oh, I got you. Like some little cheat codes.
Yeah.
I love how you chose the year 4096.
On the newer version, that's got a nice darker background, and there's colouring in the text and everything as well.
Yeah.
I think you're on the creds for testing as well now on the final demo version.
Excellent. Yeah, no, it's been an absolute blast testing this game. It's a really easy game to test because it's so much fun to play. Like, to be honest, like I have a lot of like AAA games here on my desktop. You know, I got like Division 2 and stuff I've been playing with my buddy, and it's awesome. But I'm like, you know what? I just want to throw on Iridium and shoot stuff because it's a lot of fun. The logo is awesome. I agree. The logo is awesome. You know, Kev, that logo does remind me a little bit of like a Cracktro. Were you inspired by a Cracktro for the Iridium logo there?
Oh yeah, to say James, I'm sure was inspired by that. The logo design was me, but James had the pretty cool warping effect there.
Yeah, the warping effects from an OKS import division demo that I used to really like years ago.
The game is so good, and Akira, the music is amazing. I really need to do better in the game so I can hear more of your music. Oh, should I do the cheat, James? Do you want to do it? Is there a part of the game that I haven't played that you would like to show them?
If you press the F1 key, it should open the console.
Yep.
And once that's open, if you type cheat space credits and then press return.
Okay. Cheat credits.
Then,
CHEAT space credits, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I did it.
Once you start the game, if you then press the tab key, you'll find it adds the credits along the bottom, so you can basically keep on whacking tab, then just buy everything, and you'll start the game with like all lethal weapons.
Okay, so just start the game by pressing.
Get ready.
Okay. Should I hit F1?
F1? Yeah, F1 to close the console, and then press the tab key, and it should highlight it on the bottom as long as it's in there.
It's showing me the FPS.
I think bring up the console again. And if you drag it to the side, I can't quite see what you're typing.
Well, I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit. It's so hard for me to monitor the sound of the game and hear you guys. It's really hard. I think I was down here at 3.
That actually looks right.
All right, boom, 3, and then okay, let's try this.
That's weird. That actually looks correct. It should be just the tab key, but you're definitely pressing it because it brings the FPS.
That's all right. It's all good, man. I'm not much of a cheater. I like to earn it. And the game, I feel like the difficulty is pretty well scaled. It's I'm playing on the normal difficulty, and it's a really really good and difficult challenge. It's not too hard, not too easy, and there's also an easy difficulty as well, which is pretty cool.
The easy one will limit you to only getting to the 3rd level before you have to change over to normal.
Oh, this is awesome.
You can save your game between levels, however, and it remembers how many lives you've got, what weapons you've got, and what score you've got. So if you only scrape through to level 2, then it gives you more encouragement to go back and redo it to get to there so you can save and continue with more weapons and everything.
Awesome. James, you know what? Nature is calling me right now. I've been drinking a ton of water, so if you don't mind, I'm gonna put you guys up on the screen. And if anyone has any questions for the Iridium team, please ask. I'll be back as fast as I can. If anyone has any questions for him, please fire away. I'll be back in real quick. I definitely wash my hands. Don't worry.
He's looking at the comments. Lots of comments.
You know,
Is this where we can hijack
the stream because his computer is so slow.
This is the Amiga Build stream being hosted by the Nebula Design team.
Bill can come back now. We took over.
So yeah, it's an X-Copy. Seeing the credit in the chat. It's a great program.
I think Sensible Soccer, that was an Amiga exclusive initially, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
A lot of them were though,
For
because like,
first, yes.
well, saying that Turkenstein it wasn't, so it came on the 64 first, I think. But Cannon thought it was definitely an Amiga original before it got ported to everything in existence.
I just think at some point the Amiga stopped being profitable, so they started porting them all elsewhere to consoles. So that's when they stopped being exclusive. But they did start with the Amiga.
Oh yeah, makes sense to take it across to other platforms to make money out of it. But it's nice to have it exclusive for at least a year or so first.
Yeah, definitely.
So guys, we are playing Iridium right now. It's a new game available on the PC and Switch. It is being designed by Amiga guys. I'm gonna put a link to. It's gonna be on PC. It is available on Steam, and I guess on Nintendo it's available like on the Switch store. Is that how it works?
Yes, I believe so.
So there's a link to the store on Steam. You can follow it. So when it goes live, hopefully this summer, it will you'll get a notification, and tomorrow you'll be able to download the demo that I've been playing today on the stream, and you can also download the demo from itch.io, which is pretty rad.
Yeah, that one's available right now.
Excellent. Yeah, this game is super fun. So I'm gonna play. I guess I'll play the game for just a couple more minutes, and I don't know if you guys have anything else that you want to add, or if anyone has any more questions, please fire away, because I'm kind of running out of questions.
If you want to change levels, might be worth trying the cheat level code.
Yeah, let's do that.
So open the console.
Okay.
Then if you press C and press tab, it'll fill in the word cheat for you.
C. The letter C.
Yep, just press C, then press tab, and it should fill in the word.
Yep, cheat, got it.
And then make sure you press space, then type level, and then level 1 is the second one, level 2 is the third one.
Is there one in particular that you want to show folks?
Probably the third one, because the official demo's got level 1 and 3 on it, because the third level is the one where you get the first big ship near the end of the level.
Whoops.
Oh, that's the fourth one.
Oh, I went to the wrong one?
Yeah, go to level 3. Just it's a programming thing that all starts from 0, not 1.
So cheat level 2.
Yeah.
Captain John with a good question. Captain John, thank you for your awesome questions today. Does the name Nebula Design have a special meaning? Nebula Design is the name of the company that has made Iridium.
It's a name I came up with when I was writing things in Amos on the Amiga a long time ago, and I finally got around to setting up as a real entity.
So every time I change the mix, it clicks off the music. I'm sorry. I hope the mix is all right. It's been a tricky one for me to monitor today. But I usually don't play games on the PC. I usually play games on the Amiga, and it's much easier for me to mix. Also, I don't want the game, even though the music is incredible, the Curious music is awesome. I don't want to like overpower you guys and make it hard to hear. Oh wow.
You can change the volume in game if you press the escape key, by the way.
Oh, that nice. Now I know.
Yeah, you can change it for voices, music, and sound effects. It's all configurable.
Get ready.
Oh, I got wasted real quick.
Yeah, that nasty there.
Oh, Bike Me's got a good question. Have you guys tested this on Linux?
No. As long as you can get a wrapper for DirectX 11, it should.
Get ready.
I know
Yeah, I
why
think
now
one
you
of the
think
guys,
it's 9.
I think one of the testers in the Discord channel is running it under Wine.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's running. It's not native Linux, at least
No.
not yet. But yeah, certainly running.
Yes, I think there's another one because Wine might only do DX9. I think that there's definitely another wrapper that does the newer versions. I can't remember what it was called. I did know at one point.
Shields
Oh
down.
man, this is a hard level. I can't read the chat. Saying, yo, Alicio Arcade 83. Thank you so much for the follow. It's a pleasure to have you. I usually stream Amiga stuff, but today I'm playing a new game for the PC and the Nintendo Switch that is designed by the Amiga community. It is an awesome game. It's inspired by classic Amiga games, primarily the game Iridium 2, which we played earlier in the stream. And Kev, I see some like some beetles there. This beetle's whipping my butt right now. Whoa.
I say that you need to blow up a generator that's down and left of you, and then that force field will go.
Oh man, I got owned.
Yeah, ordinarily you'd have more weapons at this point, which would make it easier for you.
Get ready.
Got you.
So
So
you turn those weapons on in the console, James. It'd be nice to show off some of the more powerful ones.
that would be that's a good
I-
idea, Dan.
We tried that, but the credits thing wasn't working. Which is weird.
You want to try it again?
Yeah, try it again. Maybe it's credit. Maybe I'm just being a bit of a numpty.
Game over.
So James, what do I type in?
I do cheat. And then I'm just checking whether it's credit or credits. I think I got it wrong. Yeah, it's credit. Not credit, credit.
Cheat credit.
Yeah. And then when you press the tab key, it should start awarding your power-ups. But you have to start the game up again.
Okay. I hit F1, right? Yeah, okay.
So start the game again and then see if the tab key... you got to select the end character. You go down. It's like an old arcade name entry, that's it.
Normal. Okay. I'm starting now. How do I do it?
Start the level,
Get ready.
Yep.
press fire, and then press the tab key, and if it's working, the thing will start highlighting.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Clear shot available.
Yeah, there you go. So you can just like keep pressing tab and basically buy everything, and then you'll find you've got a lot more firepower than you had to start with.
Oh wow. So now I got like a little drone next to me.
Yeah, that's the option weapon. That's probably the best thing to buy, to be honest.
Oh
And then
wow, that is so cool. I mean, that's definitely a throwback to some of the Amiga games. Like, you know,
Oh, yeah.
Apidia, you got the little dude with you, and oh man, I got a little dude now. That's awesome.
Yeah, you can have up to 4 or 5 of them later in the game.
Oh wow, that is awesome.
But it's worthwhile buying other things as well, because you've got diagonal shot and speed up and extra shields, and that's the main weapon. If you buy the main weapon 2 more times, you'll find it's a lot better.
So I hit tab, right? Yep.
Speed up.
Yeah, just keep
Oh,
pressing
I
it
have
and
to
keep
purchase it. I got it. I can max myself
Yeah.
out.
Shot purchased. Diagonal shot purchased.
I see what's going on here.
Diagonal shot
Awesome.
purchased.
Awesome. I'll get the triple shot.
Blasters purchased.
Oh yeah. And what does the ship do here?
Blasters available.
That gives you extra shields. So
Shields.
each
Perfect.
it gives you about 50% extra shields. The bar looks the same, but it takes more to take it down, basically.
Oh baby,
So now
I
you
got
can-
some firepower now. Woo! Oh
Now,
yeah.
now if you jump to level 2 or 3, you'll find it's much easier.
Oh yeah, this is awesome. I can go back to that level. So it's tab, right? Oh, F1.
F1, then cheat space level space 2.
There we go.
In the final version, there will be some hidden codes to enter on the console.
Jock in a Frock has got a great question. He's asking about the female's voice.
That's Bex from Trista Bytes, who's another YouTuber.
Yeah, Trista Bites is awesome, and she streams here on Twitch as well. And
Yeah, she's doing a lot recently.
yeah, she's very, very cool. So and her voice actually sounds similar to the original voice in Iridium 2. It's perfect.
Yeah, it was nice to get her involved.
So, what's her connection to the game? How'd you guys find her?
I watched a video that she did, which was showing a VR game. I think it was down in London. Which I've not been to the London one, but I've been to the one in Nottingham, I think it was. And from that, I thought, well, she's got a nice voice. I need a voice for the game, and I messaged her, and she got back to me and was happy to be involved.
Oh, that's awesome. So you
It's
did
asking. It's all good.
an unexpected casting scenario. I love it. That's perfect.
Yeah, because there's Tristabytes, and I've got my friend Greg Meek who does male voice. There's 2 voice actors for the game.
Oh.
So you need to go down. There's a reactor at the bottom, lower.
Well, this is hard.
So once you've blown that up, that shield wall will disappear.
Oh man, that is a hard level. Holy cow, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Yo,
If you open you can have infinite lives if you add it in the console, by the way.
what's that?
You can have infinite lives if you open the console again.
Oh, nah. I'm gonna try and get it. Although I probably need it. I'll stay away from the red. Stay away from the red. Oh, I think I got him.
Yeah, you've got that. The shield's gone. Those streams of ships, if you take out those turrets, it gradually gets rid of the ship. Like the turret, there's one gone there, and there's a couple more further along.
Woo! Yo, Retro Ralph, thank you for the kind words. I'm glad you've enjoyed the stream and the behind the scenes. Does anyone else have any questions for the team while we got them? I don't want to keep them too much longer. We've had them on for an hour and a half now. I appreciate your time, everyone, especially on a Sunday evening / Monday morning. It's been a worldwide stream. It's pretty awesome. The thing is, I could just keep streaming for hours because I love this game so much. Whoa. Oh man. The one thing that I noticed is like it's a little bit tricky once you get damaged. It's a little bit tricky to get your shields back. I have a hard time like regenerating my shields.
There you got some health back.
Yeah. So up there, so the green is my health and the blue is my shields. Is that correct? And right now I've got no shields.
Yeah. So if you get another pickup, it'll give you finish your health off and start your shields going back up again.
So I just picked up a green item there, and that's my health, right? So he drops some health.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a health one.
And do they also drop shields?
Yes, if you need health, it'll drop health, but if you've got no shields, it'll drop a shields one. So it just picks up what you need, basically.
So there's basically 24 maps in this game. It's massive, and you get that all for £10. That's incredible. That's a lot of a lot of games to be played there.
Oh yeah, we've got to make it a good one. I think I dropped some of the preview images for level 5 on the window.
Yeah, Dan, you're totally right. The extra firepower helps a lot. This is awesome. What time is it? It's a great game, guys. Congratulations. It's just awesome. Let me put you guys back up on the screen. I think I don't, unless you guys have anything else you'd like to add. I feel like this has been great. I don't want it to drag on too long. You know, it's just been awesome. I appreciate you guys coming on very, very much.
That's all good.
Jock is asking, when did development on the game start?
I said originally it was 2016, but it was a game at that point where you were scrolling upwards and everything rotated around you, a bit like there was a helicopter game on Amiga that was a bit similar, but I can't remember the name of it off the top of my hand. But then in the very end of 2016, I swapped over to doing a horizontal version of the game because I had ships that were like 3 or 4 times the size of the screen, and you were flying along to get to them, and they'd fire at you.
Warning.
And the first thing you'd see would be their shots coming on the screen, hitting you, and you blow up. You'd never get to see the ships because you couldn't get near them.
Warning.
So then I swapped it to being horizontal, which made it a lot more approachable and much more classic style.
Warning.
So originally it was probably more like Starship Command off the BBC and the Acorn Electron. I'm not sure if anyone's ever seen that.
So the game has definitely evolved a lot.
Yes.
I can't stop playing. I'm playing the sound in the back, the music in the background. I hear Trista telling me, giving me a warning. Andy Amiga 7 says, congratulations guys, awesome game. Ace Maker's asking if it looks like Z-Wolf, I think. 10 Mark says, wonderful game and a great stream. Thank you, 10 Mark. Sakatumi says a really nice game. Now make a 2D space sim in this style with trading and mining and upgrades, and he'll be a happy camper.
I did look into doing a trading type thing at one point, but that was quite a long time ago.
Brother Bill says awesome game. So guys, you can go onto Steam. You can go to that link that Brother Bill just dropped into the chat, and you can follow the game. It's going to come out in the summertime, around July. It's going to be £10. The Switch version will be out not too long after the PC version. And yeah, this game is awesome, guys. Congratulations. Thank you so much for coming on. Is there anything else that you guys would like to add? Oh, I can show the Nebula Design website. Boom. Perfect.
So I just dropped the itch.io link onto the chat if anyone wants to get the demo straight away.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's the one.
So can you follow your development here on the Nebula Design website as well?
The website's a bit missing, to be honest. The best place for all the history and everything is either Discord server or the Facebook page, to be honest.
And there's the download link right there. If you want to drop the links to the Facebook page and a Discord server, go for it.
Cool. See.
Awesome, guys. Well, I mean, amazing job. This game is super fun. It definitely has the Amiga spirit in it. The music is awesome. Akira, Kevin, I mean, it looks gorgeous. James, it's super smooth and fun to play. It's a great game to just pick up and play, which I appreciate, especially nowadays. You know, like I am into some of the more modern games, but they're not exactly pick up and play. Like you're in it for at least an hour if you want to scratch the surface on a lot of these games. So it's just awesome to be able to pick up and play. And Dan, you know, great job on converting it to Nintendo Switch. Switch is, I mean, again, pick up and play is perfect for the Switch. You know, you're in your room, you just need a quick break, pick up the Switch, boom, 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 hit a little Iridium, it'll be sweet. Do you guys have anything else you'd like to add before we end it?
Yeah, I'm just really happy that everybody likes it. And I've got to say a big thank you to Kevin, Akira, and Dan, because everybody's been incredibly helpful, and it's just been a wonderful experience developing this game.
Awesome, guys. Iridium has a place on the Switch shop as well. So it isn't on the Switch shop yet.
I don't think it is yet, but Dan definitely knows more on that front.
No, you won't see it on the Switch shop until shortly before it's released. There'll be a bit of a preview in the coming soon section over there. You'll be able to click on it on the left, and you'll see it, and then probably a week or two after that it'll appear. It'll crawl up the list. It will start at the bottom. It will get higher and higher and higher, and then boom, you'll be able to buy it.
Excellent.
And buy it, pleplease buy it.
Yeah, definitely support these guys, man. They've put literally years of work into it, and I'm sure no matter how much it sells, like the net pay at the end of it all, it probably doesn't even add up with all the hours that you put in. So you know, I was a Kickstarter backer, and you know, I'll try and support you guys and spread the word as much as possible, because the game is, I mean, legitimately, like the game is super fun. Captain John's got a great question here in the 11th hour. Is there anything like, what else do you need to do for the game before you release it? Because you know, it's still a few months away. Still July's a few months away. So what else do you guys have to do?
Mainly, it's finishing off level 6 and then balancing the game primarily. The code-wise, it's very much done, other than optimizations to a few sections.
Are you going to add any more features to it?
The final one, there will be a time attack mode as well, because you can fly through the levels. Once you know the layout of them, you can go really quite quick through them. So I was going to add a third high score, so there'll be easy, normal, and time mode. So in time mode, you won't get a score at all. It's literally just going to be clock in the corner and it'll count up as you go.
That would be cool. I guess people want to speedrun it.
Yeah. Plus, I'd like to put on an online high score table, but I haven't had a chance to look into doing it yet, to be honest.
The online high score tables are really fun. I love that for even Reshooters got it. So that'd be really cool to have an online high score table. That'd be super sweet. Red Falcon saying the game is said to be inspired from Gradius, but is it as hard as Gradius?
Yes, some of the later levels definitely.
I was on level 3 there, and level 3 is no joke. I was playing, there's 2 difficulty levels, easy and normal, and I was playing it on normal, and it was extremely difficult. When you play on easy, does it give you fewer enemies, or how does easy scale the difficulty?
It scales the health and the shields and the fire rate of the enemies, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. You were in level 1 part 3 then, not level 3. Level 3 is the lava levels, and they're really nasty.
crazy. And Akira and James and Kevin and Dan, thank you so much for coming on the stream. Congratulations on your game. It's awesome. And whenever, you know, I feel like a game is a great game when all the elements come together. You know, we say that in the film business, like when the writing is great, the acting is great, the directing is great, and the cinematography is great, then you have something that's really special. And you guys are super, super talented. And the fact that this game, it plays really smooth, the music is awesome, and the visuals are stunning. So you guys got all the ingredients for a hit here, and I'm wishing you guys all the best.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Bill.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to have you on. Thank you for coming on, and good luck. And if there's, you know, any other way I can help you guys, please let me know. I really believe in the game, and I love the game. So, and you guys are amazing. I mean, yeah, amazing that Amiga community came together to make a modern game. It's so cool.
Most excellent.
Cheers, guys. Well, have a great week, Kevin and Dan. Akira and James, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll all be in touch. Brother Bill, can you drop the link to the Steam page again in the chat for me, please, Brother Bill? Oram, everyone really appreciates you guys coming on, and they learned a lot. I learned a lot. It's every time I have a game designer on, I learn so much, because gaming ain't my business. So, but it's a really amazing artistic endeavor, and I learn something new every time. Thanks everyone. Thanks guys for coming on. It was a pleasure.
Excellent. Great to be here.
All right, guys. I'm gonna hang up the phone, and then yeah, my pleasure. I can't wait until this COVID is over, and then Akira, we'll cook up a stream here that we can do together. It'll be awesome. I'm loving your studio setup. It's great.
We'll do it. Oh, thanks. I need to fix my Amiga to be able to stream with you, but we'll sort it out.
Oh, well, yeah, we'll get it going. I've got some you could use as well.
We'll figure out. Yeah.
Awesome. And Akira, see, I've been playing with the Waiko bat. Akira fixed this one for me, so I love it. All right, guys, thank you so much, man. Good luck with the rest of the development of Iridium, and congratulations. It's an awesome game. Cheers, guys.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Cheers, guys. Bye. Thanks.
Bye. Thank you, Dan. Sweet. Amiga Bill. Let's see, webcam. There we go. Okay. So I usually have a different setup. You know, I usually have my side camera, but today my Mac was set up as my side camera. Let's play some tunes. We'll figure out who to raid. Thanks everyone for hanging out today. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed the Amiga games, and I hope you enjoyed the interview with those guys. I hope it was good. I think it was the game is awesome. I'm telling you, the game is just amazing. Oh, Cammy, what's up, Cammy? It's been a fun stream. Oh, you're welcome. Invent71, thank you for coming on, buddy. And your work is stunning. Thank you, 10 Mark. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. I really love interviewing people. You know, like my favorite thing to do when I'm not playing Amiga games is to listen to interviews. You know, like I love Joe Rogan, I love Howard Stern, and maybe one day I'll be like 5% as good as those guys. Oh man. Thank you, Brother Bill. So guys, my next stream is planned for Sunday. I've been trying to keep the Sunday schedule. Sunday at 2 p.m. New York time. I'm also releasing a new YouTube video tomorrow. It's a very short micro episode. It's just kind of showing you this Lightwave 3D animation that I made in the last video. So it's a really short video. And then I'm also, like I said, Vintage Computer Festival East is coming up. It was supposed to come up this coming weekend. However, due to the COVID-19, it got pushed to October. So I found some unreleased Vintage Computer Festival footage. So I'm going to be uploading videos of that footage over the next couple weeks in honor of VCF East. Unfortunately, we can't meet in real life, but we can meet online, so that'll be a lot of fun. Finding a stream costs you $12 and hundreds of hours of your time. Right on, Jock. Well, I can tell you your $12 are going to a really good cause, because those are great guys and they deserve it. Ash, what's up, Ash? Great to see you, Ash. Maybe we'll talk about your commercial on the next stream, Ash. It's great to see you. Litwarski, my pleasure, dude. Thank you, Kanta. Thank you, Air Yuri. Thank you for the stream, and thank you for being awesome. I'm psyched to see what happens on the hot tub in the future. In the hot tub. Captain John Archer. They're keen to watch. Captain John, thank you for all the great questions too, buddy. I appreciate that very, very much. Dascon, good night, Germany. It was a pleasure having you, Dascon. Dascon, your music is awesome too, by the way. Oh, 10 Mark, dude, it would be awesome if you come to VCF East in October. It's gonna be a really good show. Like a lot of Commodore legends are gonna be there. I know things got mixed up a little bit, you know, with the push, but you know they all still plan on coming, so that's really good. We'll see what shakes down in October. I'm seeing if any of my friends are streaming right now. Oh, wow. Yeah, Ash did an amazing job in that commercial. Yeah, Steps, you're welcome. You the man. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you, Oram. Oram, and thank you so much for your generous gifts. That was super, super kind of you. Thanks, Captain John. I'm glad you enjoyed. So, you enjoyed the stream and hang out revision last week. Awesome, Purple Haze. Jock and a frock. So my monitor. Hold on, please. Hold on a second here. You know, I was gonna put myself in a 1084S monitor, but the JVC monitor, this one is very personal to me because it's the monitor that I learned how to edit on. It's the actual monitor that I learned how to edit on, and I figured since I've got a VHS camera, like hooking up a VHS camera to the JVC monitor is more appropriate. So I saved the 1084S for the Amiga, as you can see over here. You know what? Let me close this real quick. You're gonna see my desktop for a minute. Oh wait, I can do this. I got the technology. I forgot. I can just switch this cable. I think this works now. Yeah, see, there we go. See, now I got the 1084S for the Amiga and the JVC for me. We're going to take it to the hot tub in a second. Yo, Pot Monkeys, thank you so much for the subscription, Pot Monkeys. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you so much for the support, Pot Monkeys. Oh, you watch Jesus on E? Jesus on E is a classic. Jesus on E is the perfect, like, Easter demo. Yeah, this is Ghost in the Cly by Hoffman. It's an amazing mod. Alright, so, so check it out. I love these samples. They're awesome. So, Moonbeam Arcade is playing Intellivision games, and Intellivision is one of my favorite platforms of all time. I'm a big Intellivision guy. So it'll be fun to check out some of their Intellivision games. So we'll raid Moonbeam Arcade and we'll play some Intellivision. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let this mod finish first. It's so good. You're welcome, Maya. And Maya, thank you so much again for your awesome gift. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for the support, Maya. You're awesome. Thank you so much. So Jock and the Frock, that's my actual 1084S monitor. And it wasn't broken until about 3 years ago. And 3 years ago, I brought it to VCF East for my Amiga exhibit, and I was pulling it out of the car, and it got caught on a rubber mat that I was using to protect it. And unfortunately, that's how it broke. But it doesn't look so bad. It gives a little character, right? Steps. Yes, I do have more upcoming interviews. My next interview is probably going to be. This is the plan. My next interview is probably going to be with Zach Weddington, the director of the film, of the documentary series Arcadia. So that's probably going to be my next interview. I have that roughly scheduled for next Sunday, but it all depends on when Zach launches the Kickstarter. I'm not 100%. He was going to launch the Kickstarter this week, but then there's been some behind-the-scenes developments that are really good. So he held off the Kickstarter for a little bit, but as soon as the Kickstarter goes live, I'll have Zach on and interview him about the film. And I actually know a lot about film, so I'll be able to interview him more intelligently than I can interview a games person. Zach is awesome. Cammy's in Viva Nigga. It's like gorgeous weather outside. I'm about to go on a hike with wife device. Oh, right on, Brother Bill. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for sharing 10 Mark's link. 10 Mark, I haven't watched that video yet. I need to watch it. I think it's fresh. But great job with your YouTube channel there. You're grinding it and working hard, 10 Mark. Keep up the great work, dude. You keep wondering where all the RGB monitors come from? We had quite a lot here in the States. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks to everyone. Again, if you want to see more more Amigaville action, exclamation mark, Guru. I'm gonna drop a video over there tomorrow, and then another one later in the week from Vintage Computer Festival East. I'll be back here on Twitch next Sunday, unless I get crazy inspired and do a stream during the week. I don't know. We'll see. But thanks everyone for hanging out today, and a huge thanks to the team from Nebula Design for showing off Iridium. It's an awesome game. I highly recommend everyone goes out and supports those guys and buy it. We're gonna take it to the hot tub, and we're gonna raid Moonbeam Arcade. I hope everyone has a great week, and Amiga forever. Peace out, everyone. Thank you for all your support. I appreciate you all very much.
Shine